Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM of this adventure. Now the players will say hello.
Yo, what's up? I'm Dylan. I'll be playing Arcoridan, the Drow Wizard.
Hello, my name is Darren, and I'm back as Celtra, the Drow Artificer.
Hello, my name is Miranda. I play Layla, the Human Paladin.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I'll be playing Visca.
Hello, I am James, and I will be playing Zaxel Draken.
Hello, my name is Brittany, and I will be playing Zoe, the Fire Giant.
Yay, I'm not last.
So, as you guys don't know, Becca is our resident emoji maker. She made one that I love very much, and I appreciate it. It just says, do better, and it's flashy and pretty, and there's a rainbow one that I can't use, but it's fine. But in honor of her, I have found an emoji quiz. It is a Disney movie emoji quiz. All it is there is a list of emojis, and you're supposed to guess what movie it is based on the emojis. Some of us will not do great. And by that, I mean, I don't know any of these. I've already looked through it, and I was like, fuck if I know. So good luck to you guys. If you win, yay for you. Darren, if you win, since you're the only person playing a campaign character, you can have double inspiration. Yay! All that means is that you
That's
get one,
rude.
you give one to somebody else, because you can't have two, but it's fine. Anyways, are y'all ready?
No.
Dylan,
Yes.
what's up, buddy? You're first. So clues, good fucking luck. It's a snowman, a snowflake, a sandwich, and an ogre.
The fuck?
I don't think that's a Disney movie, but I haven't seen them all.
I know what it is. That's easy.
You really? What the
Mhm.
fuck?
Yeah, so do I.
I'm trying to think. Is it Frozen?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know any of these. So do you want to put Frozen in?
Yeah.
All right, we're going with Frozen. Oh, hey, you're correct. It is Frozen. What the fuck does a
Yeah.
sandwich have to do with Frozen?
It's from the song.
Yeah, it's from the song.
Yeah, it's from the song.
It is.
Oh, that's it.
Or the zombie at the end.
It's.
It's
I
not
think
a
it's meant to
zombie,
be a
it's a troll.
monster.
It's a troll, like the
Darren,
rock trolls. Yes?
Yeah, it's a troll.
this is fucking hilarious. So I think I know this one, but you got this. Okay, so the emojis are a rose, a tea kettle, a clock, a candle, angry face emoji, a dress, and I think those might be stars.
So this is probably a super easy one because it's Beauty and the Beast.
That's what I was thinking.
That is correct. It is Beauty and the Beast. So, Yahoo there. Oh, fuck me. Who is this?
Rude.
Miranda. It is stars, a fire, a drop of water, and a woman blowing, maybe? Oh, blowing like a cold breeze. That could be taken a few different
What?
ways.
Oh, I'm so fucking screwed.
Actually, considering she's doing the blowing emoji, I don't think screwed is the right word.
Okay, you know what?
No.
I don't watch Disney.
No, I'm kidding.
Do you watch Datney?
Yeah, I watch Datney.
I don't know what that is. Give me a guess.
I don't know, Pocahontas. Have
What?
fun spelling that.
Son of a bitch, I don't know how.
You're
I gotta type
welcome.
this shit in. Oh, it just keeps it just shakes if you get it wrong. Okay, so it's not Pocahontas. I don't know.
Wish. I don't know, that movie that just came out.
Wish. It's shaking again.
Elements.
What the fuck
Oh.
is Elements?
Elemental.
Yeah, elemental. But I don't think that's what it is.
Oh, that is
It
it.
might be.
Woo!
Does Pixel count?
Oh,
Becca,
is
I'm
it?
giving you half credit.
Nice. Okay, I was curious. I thought it was Frozen too because they got those stupid elements in there also.
Okay, now I gotta look that up.
I thought it was that weird Pixar movie that takes place in her head.
Disney.
Oh, Inside Out.
Becca.
Yeah.
A teddy bear, a yo-yo, a kite, a book, a stack of books, and a cowboy.
Is it supposed to be Toy Story?
I don't fucking know. You tell me.
I'm gonna guess Toy Story.
All right, let's find out. As soon as I spell story right. It is Toy Story. Yahoo.
Surprisingly effective.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. James, are you ready for your Disney question with emojis?
Not really, but I'll do it anyway.
It's so long. Okay. A panda.
Kung Fu Panda?
Not Disney.
A targeting system looking thing. What is that? Like a fan? Like a waving fan that
Or is it some kind of cooked
Stars.
confection?
it could be a taco.
It's an empanada. I don't know if that's true.
It actually does look like an empanada. Music symbols, a notebook, and paper with a pencil writing.
Is it the one that's about the dead? I don't think that's Disney either.
Oh shit, there is one. What is that movie called though? It was like a New Orleans movie, wasn't it?
I don't know if it's Disney or not though.
Which movie are you thinking? I can tell you.
The
His
Maharaji
grandmother
one.
dies. He goes to the underworld, and
I don't think Todd wants me to tell you the name of the movie that you're describing.
Go ahead, because he's gonna have issues here.
It's Coco. That's the
I
name of the
don't-
movie you're
there you
describing.
go.
I
I
don't think
so.
that's
That's
the
not
movie,
this.
but that's the name of the movie you're describing.
there you go. I have no idea, so I'm leaning on that one.
Okay.
All right, what do y'all think it is?
Turning red.
Yeah, I was about to say that turning
What the
red.
fuck?
That's a movie?
Yes.
Mhm.
From
It
when?
did not do well. But it is a
That's
Disney.
because it was bad.
No.
We love you, Disney.
Mm.
And sponsoring this
That's
episode.
highly-
Not right now.
Only
That's
thing
highly
Disney
debatable.
I'm big a fan of is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hey,
Good
yeah.
movies, good trilogy.
Love it.
Yeah, if you're a Captain Jack Sparrow fan, nobody cares about the other
I
characters.
am.
As am I.
Yeah. Brittany.
So, wait, no. Oh wait, yeah, no, yeah, sorry, yeah. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not in my right mind. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. A broom, a slipper, a log, a fire, a dress, and 2 demon girls that are arm in arm.
Freaking. Well, the log of fire is kind of throwing me out. I'm going to assume it's Cinderella.
Yes. It is Cinderella. That is correct. Way
Okay.
to go.
It's like, oh, alright, cool.
I was like, if it's not Cinderella, this is just sexist as fuck.
It's like, I have no idea. It's like, if it's not Cinderella, then I don't know what on earth this could possibly be. Okay, cool.
Dylan. Yeah. Oh, actually, you'll know this one. A house, a balloon, a peacock, an old man, a little boy, and a chocolate bar?
I mean, I know what it is, but I don't want to give that movie any credit. But it's called Up.
You don't like the movie Up?
No.
Why not? That was
That's weird.
It
That's
was
a good
boring.
movie.
great. No, it was a really good movie. I like it. Hey. Fuck you. I
I didn't
Darren?
like Ponyo either, and everybody gets mad at me for saying it.
don't know who that is.
No,
Ponyo
me
was an
neither.
alright movie.
Hmm.
Not the best, but it was an alright movie.
Darren, are you ready for your long ass fucking emojis?
Sure, let's go.
All right. Cookie, castle, letter with a heart in it, a teddy, or just I guess a bear, a baby with a pacifier in its mouth, a sword, and a bow and arrow.
The cookie's kind of throwing a wrench in some plans here.
I mean, it could be Saturn, but I think it's a cookie.
I think it's Zelda.
I don't think Disney made Zelda.
I know what
Could
it
also
is.
be the moon. Oh wow, you know what it is. I'm having a rough go of this one. Let's see. Oh, wait. Is that
Give it a
right?
guess at least.
I don't
Go
know
for it.
about the bear.
Was it Pocahontas?
No, it is not Pocahontas.
Oh, I was way off on that spelling.
Yeah, no, I'm confused. I'm having a hard time with this one. I'm not gonna lie.
You're gonna feel so silly.
Alright, cause is it Sleeping Beauty?
No.
Yeah, I thought not. What's with the bear?
With the baby. All right, guess or something. Give it 2 guesses.
I'm digging through my extensive knowledge of Disney movies, and I'm drawing a blank. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I also know what it is, but we'll see how Darren does.
I think I know it.
What the hell?
I know
don't
it.
have a. What the fuck?
I
got a
think I
clue.
know it.
Thank you, James.
Don't be stupid, Darren. James and the Giant Peach is a Disney movie. Word bow. Is this Snow White?
Let's find out. It is not.
Yeah, I thought that. Heart no. That envelope.
What?
The fucking bear.
Nuh-uh.
What?
Somebody messaged me what they think it is, and the cookie doesn't make sense to still.
I know what it is. It's easier than you think. I think you're thinking too hard about it.
I
Alright,
think I
Dan.
am too.
One more guess. Give it a go.
Robin Hood?
No. All right, Becca, or
It's
actually,
brave.
bitch.
Ah.
Where you come from?
It really is. What the
What's
fuck?
with the cookie?
Well,
Yeah.
It's because the
Little
the
boys
baby-
like
yeah,
sweets.
Yeah, the
Still
baby
the
bears were
cookie.
trying to steal out that cookie jar.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was those emojis. They really do throw you off if you don't know like some of the tiny minutiae of the movie. I completely forgot about that stupid cookie jar scene.
What the fuck? All right, Miranda.
If
Great
the
movie.
cookie wasn't there, I would have guessed brave.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
No, the cookie was pointless to add.
Miranda, are you ready?
No.
Great. A thanking face emoji, a woman shrugging, a fish, wide eyes, a magnifying glass, an inspector emoji, and a reef emoji.
Finding Nemo.
Oh, is that Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pixar owns Disney. Or Disney owns Pixar, other way around.
Wait.
And-
How do you spell Nemo?
Nemo.
It is not Finding Nemo.
What? Dory?
Is that Shark Tales?
Shark Tales isn't Disney.
That's
Oh,
remorse.
yeah.
How do you spell
Apparently,
Dory?
It's what?
Dory.
It'd be Finding Dory.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, no, you have to, because it's typing in, you have to. Yep, it is Finding Dory.
Ah.
See, the fish is blue. So,
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. That was dumb.
I also thought Finding Nemo too.
No, you're right. The fish is blue. There's a picture of it. Okay, so. Alright, sure, you get that one. Why not?
Yay.
I got
let's
the
see
guess
here.
mark, I guess.
Becca,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Maybe.
You're not. A fish hook, a crocodile, a ferry. Oh shit! Never mind. I know what this is. A canoe. Is that the Swedish flag or first aid? Yeah, it
First
doesn't
aid.
matter. There's that, and then some stars.
Oh, it's Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Huh, I actually thought that was Pocahontas that time.
I
Yes,
got
I
thrown
know.
off a little bit, but I figured it out.
It was the flag, wasn't it?
It was the flag.
What the fuck is this? Ah, James.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
Yeah,
I
good
suck
luck,
at this
bro.
game to begin with.
It ain't about to get any better.
Oh, but I love.
Hold on, can I do a call out to my granddaughter? I'm pretty sure she'll figure that shit out right away.
Oh,
Nope.
that one's easy.
A school, a teacher emoji, a graduation hat emoji, angry devil, football, baseball cap, like an Empire building,
Dove? Or is that a school?
and a stack of books. By the way, I hate it when y'all say it's easy, and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, see, thanks, Becca. Easy, what an asshole.
I'm just saying.
Can you give him a hint without giving it away?
Monsters.
Oh,
Ink.
Mm-mm.
I'm James. I'm not sure you know. this
Monsters
movie exists.
Academy thing?
Close.
I kinda wanna give it to him.
I would just give it to him.
Yeah,
I'd give it to him.
It's practically correct. It's not Academy though.
yeah. So James, you're right. It is Monsters University.
Ah, University. There you
Yeah,
go.
we're gonna treat that like a bullseye. Like you ain't close enough.
Yeah, if she hadn't said monsters, I wouldn't have had a chance. I had no fucking clue.
All right, Brittany, put your drugs down and get ready to answer.
Well, I can't put them down. They're Moana.
Damn, hold on. There's people listening.
Apologize. Apologies. You
I'll
told me to
wave.
put them down.
A wave emoji, a pig face, a flower, a mountain, a palm tree. Go.
Well, it's a Moana.
Okay. Do you happen to not spell it?
Moana.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Moana.
Oh yeah, I kept saying it wrong because I was like Mona, and everybody's like, what?
Like,
No.
No, no.
All right, Dylan.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's gonna be fun. Don't worry. A frog, a bowl of
Oh,
stew,
I got this one.
a magic wand, an
Oh, I already know it.
investigator, a cruise ship, a king, a woman dancing in a dress, and then a chef.
My guy, I know exactly what that is. That is one of the greatest Disney movies ever. That is Princess and the Frog.
Hey.
I didn't actually like it that much. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it actually called Princess and the Frog? Or no,
Yeah.
it might be.
Yeah,
is it the
actually.
Princess? It's. I'm sorry, I left out of the.
Oh,
Really?
It's a really good drawing. Anyway, all right. Let's see, Darren.
Word. Another confusing ass one.
Now, so there's music notes, a saxophone, a blue heart, a guy walking, a cat, probably a teacher. I don't know what that is. A
Like a
galaxy
knockout
belt?
symbol.
Oh,
But it could be. I already know what it is.
yeah, I fucking know. Oh, and then a grave with a heart on it. What is it?
It's soul.
Soul.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's about a jazz player who dies and sees life again, kind of.
Oh, actually, that's pretty cool. All right.
I didn't know
Good
that one
job.
because I didn't see that movie.
Ironically, Soul Patrol is in my recap, so that's fine.
I didn't see it. I saw enough previews to know it.
Miranda.
hi.
Sup.
Mm,
Fox. Carrot. Rabbit. Cop car. Some buildings.
Zootopia.
Yes.
Disney and Pixar's The Furry Movie.
That was just Disney. It wasn't Pixar.
Shockingly, we got all of them correct. But I mean, we got to guess however many times we wanted, so I'm not really sure if that's a solid win. But even if we didn't get to guess forever, we only actually missed like 2 or 3. So overall, I think everybody did pretty good. Unfortunately, I think Becca actually had the most right. Well, give yourself inspiration. This was a collaborative win for everybody.
Ew.
All right. Now let's see how we do with emojis in this upcoming episode full of fun with Celtra kind of just roaming around doing some shit. Yay!
My name is Darren, and you are listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
And we're back. Previously on the Dungeon Speak podcast, a group of Drow left the Drow city of Toriana and made their way into the Underdark on a task for Loth. The Drow consisted of Kasna, the eldest daughter and receiver of the task, played by Becca, Shadir, a priestess, played by Macy, a Nightshade, an assassin who unfortunately we did not get to see in combat because she's fucking badass, but she was played by Brittany. Talios, a weapons master, played by Steven, and Arcoridon, an archmage, played by Dylan, who sometimes goes by Orcoridan, depending on Dylan's mood. After some traveling and encounters, the Drow were able to start a ritual for Loth, but was interrupted by a demon who had a new offering. He pledged victory and a higher standing with Loth and the Drow overall. With some consideration and hesitation, Kasna accepted his terms. Under their agreement, she would train Drow females in the way of controlled demonic possession. Her people would absorb the demons and gain their demonic powers, along with many sorceress abilities. In order to do so, she had to send them through a portal the demon created. Unfortunately, many did not make it back. but since Kazna had never done this demon binding herself or been through the portal, she chalked it up to the training or failure to do their tasks. But still, each day, Drow are sent through. Sometimes they come back. When Kazna and her band returned to the Drow city, true to his word, the other 3 matron mothers in the city were dead, and her house absorbed their power, including wealth, soldiers, and slaves. Due to unfortunate events, Kazna's matron mother, Zathrin Velyavo, fell ill and mysteriously died, and Kazna was claimed to the new matron mother. Under this title, she gained about 7,000 Drow soldiers, 2,500 slaves, and wealth that is still being counted and sorted out. The females of Drow culture, with their newfound power, became more cruel and vicious. The only people who are doing better are the surface dwellers because Kazna has turned her attention to other cities and absorbing their power because she has found out where she is fitting on the food chain. And she feels lost admiration more and more with each passing day. In other news, the Soul Patrol, as they call themselves, gained a new quest and headed to Sparta. It was on the way, traveling through mountains with newly acquired NPC friends that will live forever, that things turned south. The cart filled with thick and black magical darkness, something Celtra is familiar with because his people can innately cast it. Then, in Undercommon, he heard a distant voice say, "I will save you." And then, he was surrounded by sand. Celtra, hi. How you doing?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty alright.
Great. You find yourself on a plateau, like a rocky, sandy plateau. There's dunes in front of you. It's hot. If you had to guesstimate, it's a mild 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can see there's a lot of land below you and in front of you. And there's like a statue that gains color and becomes a figure as you're standing there. It is a tall figure, slender male, short brown, tousled hair, glasses, and a goofy smile. And as it comes to life, it says to you, "Hello and welcome. You've entered the realm of Vusta. Here you'll find plenty of space, time, and work to help you reflect on why you are here. Feel free to tour, but your first quota is due after 3 cycles. You'll find empty Tonkruga around the space. Thank you for choosing here as your eternal stay, and we hope you have many great days." And as this figure kind of becomes a statue again, and the color starts to fade, behind it, approaching you, you see 2 very scary figures. You know what, Brittany? On the right side of this kind of statue figure, as you approach Celtra, what does he see?
So he sees a very tall, large, muscular, one would say giant, figure, deep, dark red skin, long hair that's tied into like a braid, and it kind of glows a little bit like dying embers, wearing heavy black plate, with a great sword made of obsidian on her side, bare feet, with a couple of scars on her face. She just looks down at you. She's like, "Yo."
Hi.
On the left side of the statue, approaching him at the same time and speed, Becca?
You see this very large creature, about 9 feet tall. It's walking bipedally, but its arms are long enough that if it wanted to walk on all 4s, it could. Its front arms are longer than its hind legs, and it's got spines on its arms, its elbows, down its back, and it's got a long tail like a scorpion. And it's got 3 wings on each side that look like busted up dragonfly wings. And it's got like a weird skeleton face, and it's mostly white with red tips and stuff. And it doesn't say anything, but as it walks, it makes like a click noise, like a...
Yes. So yeah, these 2 approach you, Darren, and y'all know what you're doing, but Celtra, you have anything you want to say to them before they start talking to you?
Huh? So, where are we? Do you guys know? I feel like you're just as lost as I am. This just kind of happened.
Same. I mean, I wouldn't say lost. We're actually here for you, itty bitty.
Worcestershire.
Oh,
Who's that?
I would have said West. I think you said it first.
Vusta.
Worcestershire.
off to a smashing start. Anyway.
How far out does the endless expanse of sand go?
Well, you can make a perception check, but you see absolute expanse as far as your eyes can see. And it looks like an eternal evening time. You look
Okay,
up,
good.
there's no stars, there's no sun, there's no moon. It's just a red sky.
Well, at least I'm not gonna go blind looking up at the sky, so that's pretty cool. It's like a beach, except with no water.
You won't need it.
I feel like I should.
Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Haven't needed water, and honestly, I'm starting to lose count. I'm way past the double digits. I know. But,
So, circle back.
yeah.
You said you were here for me?
Yeah.
Might I ask who sent you?
The boss. Don't worry about that part. As a matter of fact,
I feel like I should.
You're gonna go meet him. Hey, look, man, just you need to ask some questions.
I don't feel like it's a dumb question. Last thing I remember, I was with a group of people I did know, and now I'm in an endless expanse of red sky and sand with people I don't know who say they're here to take me to somebody else that I don't know.
Well,
And from my experience, and this is nothing against you, you seem very nice and you've done nothing to wrong me so far. People I don't know tend to want to kill me.
no, we don't want to. I look over it. Becca, how do you pronounce your character's name again?
Visca.
Visca, there we go. Look over at Visca and I sort of shrug my shoulders. I mean, like, we ain't got a reason to yet.
You, in your minds, you both hear a voice that is definitely not your own. He's mouthy. We should just take him out.
Nah. There's no reason for that. Come on, man. Come on,
See?
Visca, be cool.
The ones who talk
circles.
too much don't do work.
Sounds like circles around Visca, like with his finger in the air. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah, nah, Visca, come on, man. Be cool. Look, he may be mouthy, but, like, he won't be mouthy when he's working, maybe. Look, man, you have been selected, if you will, to work, to mine some stuff. And it seems like you've already kind of got the whole. I kind of like gestured all of the whole garb look. I mean, look at you. You've already looks like parts here are made out of metal, and you're already kind of dressed for the weather. You're gonna do great here, man.
I don't know if you want me to be mining, and then Celtra will, like, push a button on his arm, and his arm will pop off, like, oops, now I only got one hand. I don't know how useful I'm going to be in mining.
Okay, look, I'm gonna, like, tell you right now, we're gonna want to be useful, because if you're not useful, I mean, like, Visca's got a point.
If you're not useful, you're a waste.
Ugh,
And we're waste not want here, waste not want not here. We'll figure out some use for you. We could smelt you down.
Celtra rolls his eyes and just puts his arm back on. Like, all right, I see where this is going. All right, take me to whomever.
Okay, come
something out on the
on,
way.
be a
I'll figure
little
something out on the
optimistic.
way.
It's not so bad. I, like, slap you on the back.
Good cup, bad cup.
I'm enormous.
I'm sure I'll figure something out.
So you guys would actually walk for several hours back, but trust me when I say you have all the time in the world. So it does feel like a constant 90 degrees here. Everybody knows it except for the giant woman with red theme going on. She just feels right at home. She feels nothing.
It's a little tepid today, chilly.
Yeah, so that's even in the shade. Only in deep shade, like a cave, does the temperature drop. But because it's like a dry heat, then it drops to around 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So comfy is a luxury that a lot of people do not find here. So the ground is thick with a red and heavy sand, but after about 6 inches, most everybody will find that there's just rock underneath. And Celtra will see people, like small humanoid creatures every now and then. Nothing big like these two. Like, these two are the only ones that you see that are actually big. But, so the people here are, like, dried out because of the heat and lack of natural water, but their bodies don't actually need water to survive. Everyone here stops aging the moment they arrive, and they don't need food or water, and magic is sometimes disrupted. So the body is constantly feeling hungry and thirsty, but only the veterans will know that it is all mental, so it's nothing to really worry about, as long as you have a strong mind, or you just fucking get used to it. The people that you see here are digging holes and scooping out some kind of liquid metal into clay jars. So the creatures here that would pose some kind of challenge either belong to a faction or just keep to themselves. But that's what you notice on your way to this big fucking castle that somebody had built, and the structure actually seems a little rounded and tall, all the pieces of it, maybe reflecting some kind of Drow memorabilia, but it is very large, very round, tall at the top, and then it kind of steeples out, per se, with smaller buildings going around it, or at least gates into the larger center of it. You would probably say that at its tallest peak, it's around 300 feet, and it is about 200 feet wide, but it's a circle building, so it's 200 feet all around. And it is pretty big as you approach it. But as you approach it, there is a human woman with brown hair who, she like looks at you, and you see her and her eyes widen. And Zoe and Visca, you've seen her before. She is annoying, but before we get too much into that, she runs towards you, Celtra, and she's yelling, "Celtra, Celtra!" And as she runs towards you, she actually turns into somebody you recognize. The illusion like kind of falls away, and you see it is actually Razmi. And she's like, "I knew you were looking for me. You found me. Hi." So turns out I was wrong. But I really appreciate the books that Laurel let me read in her library. And I was a little surprised that it took you like 23 years to find me, but I'm so glad you did. I knew you'd miss me. And she's just like,
23 years?
Yeah. But she stands there panting. Zoe and Visca, y'all recognize her as just this annoying woman who is around, but your boss and y'all put up with her because she is magical and she can get a lot of work done in a short amount of time. So as long as you ignore her talking, she's useful. And that's the only reason she's still alive, because her mouth never stops.
For who? For you?
But yeah, she runs up to you and she's like, "Yeah, hi. So I tried that spell that I read about in Laurel's library one night while y'all were all sleeping, and then I ended up here, and so I've been working ever since I got here. But I knew you noticed I was gone and you'd miss me. Hi, it's so good to see you again. Hi."
Don't worry. And I'll look up at Zoe and Visca. You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We'll get out of here. We did it last time. We'll do it again.
She's like walking beside you because, you know, Zoe and Visca have long strides, so she's like kind of running a little bit to keep up. And she's like running and like on the outside of Zoe because she doesn't want to die and Zoe's scary. But she'd be like, "Hi, no, it's fine. How are you guys doing? How are y'all doing?"
It's fine that we're stuck here.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's a little hot, but otherwise it's not too bad. Also, I mean, I'm thirsty, a little bit hungry, but I mean, it's not too bad. I built a small sandcastle, and then Zoe stepped on it. But otherwise, it was fun. I built another one. And,
Yo.
Yeah. Hi.
You got work to do?
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Teltra will pull out one of his bags, like out of the bag of berries, like one of the berries that makes you feel full for 24 hours, and give it to Razmi.
She like dives for it. It falls in the sand, but she still picks it up and she's like, blows on it, puts it in her mouth, and she's like, "Oh my god, so good."
Hey, what's that?
A bag?
What'd you give her?
A berry?
What's it do?
make you not hungry.
Gimme.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna need a please.
Kind of like look at him, look at me. Gimme. Come on, man, be cool. Just
Please.
one.
Please. I don't think you want it.
Wait, hold on. What does it taste like?
What?
It tastes like a berry. No. I guess it's pretty sweet. Tastes pretty good.
I haven't eaten anything in the double digits.
Ugh, fine. I'm sorry, that was rude. Here, you can have one.
Aw, you're so sweet. I feel like that's gonna go away eventually. I'd eat it. I'm like, oh, would you look at that? I thought it'd be more like a tiny candy.
And so
Oh,
this
tiny
closes the bag. Like, if being enslaved last time didn't break me, I doubt this one will.
Oh, so this isn't your first time. Well then,
This ain't my first rodeo.
you'll fit right in. Let's keep going.
I doubt it.
See, he's already a veteran.
I doubt it.
I nudge Fish because he's already a veteran. He'll be fine.
You guys won't like the way I got out last time. Anyway, let's go.
Kill him.
We're not gonna. No, can we at least get him? At least let's get him there. You're so kill happy. Come on, be chill. We're not going anywhere. Say throwing my hands up. We're not going anywhere. At least be chill about it. All right.
Yeah, y'all walk into this massive and tall castle. It's very empty. It's just one empty room after another. And then eventually you approach a very large, just illustrious, designed and inscribed and engraved throne with this little drow sitting on top of it. And then beside him is a woman in armor. Kind of slim, thick, but it's cool. A lot of muscle on her. She kind of looks like Laurel if you had to compare her to somebody. But, Dylan? Miranda? What does he see?
Who wants to go first?
You go first.
Oh boy. Sitting upon his throne is a drow with swept up white hair. His skin is covered in carvings that seem to be arcane runes that glow a vibrant magenta. His eyes stare with a wicked grin, as always. He kind of just taps his staff on the floor as he sees everyone entering his throne room. And he looks over. Greet the guest.
So what you guys see is a woman with short black straight hair. She's wearing a golden chainmail combo leather armor with mixtures of brown leathers and black leathers, and she's wearing like a golden thin plated mask with a gold thin plated kind of headpiece as well. And she kind of just looks over and she's like, "Welcome."
Yeah.
I guess.
Hey, we got another one.
Not
This
used
was
to
chatting
seeing,
to.
but not used to seeing people that look like me around. So that's pretty. I won't say neat because I don't know how neat it is yet.
Oh, this one.
Kinfolk.
You laugh a lot,
Is that
Which is good.
a problem?
which is good. It's good to keep an upbeat attitude, especially in places like this.
He will stand. You have inscribed stuff onto your skin as well.
Oh no, I was born like this.
Oh, your parents must have braced a bright future for you.
I mean, my mommy did love me a lot, so
That's surprising.
is it? I heard that before. I traveled with a bunch of people whose parents didn't seem to like them very much. So I guess it's surprising.
He'll just pat Celtra on the cheek with his staff. Don't worry, you'll fit in right well.
I don't feel like I will, but I'll take your word on that.
Nah, you'll be fine.
He's just gonna grab Celtra's flesh arm. So, what do the runes mean? I don't recognize this.
I don't know. I just always had them.
Fascinating.
This
So-
would be rather interesting to have within our midst.
It's always nice to see kin. even if they're a little, just looks at Celtra, odd.
I
What
guess.
happened to your arm?
I lost it.
How? In a battle?
In
It
great
had
servitude?
exploded.
Ah,
So just keep that in mind. Anyway, where am I going?
well, of course, everyone has to do their share. We must find some clay.
I get to make crafts?
No,
Oh.
the clay is taken from us. We use it to stay alive.
I feel like I'm missing some very crucial plot point. Or that was a plot point. I mean steps. Steps is what I mean.
Don't break the fourth wall, Celtra.
I feel like
Bonk him on the head.
I feel like I'm missing some very crucial steps as to how clay equals life, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Yeah, apparently this isn't his first rodeo. Apparently he's done the whole working in a camp and slave thing before. So I think he just kind of wants to get to it.
Get
Well,
to it
let's-
is strong, but
Let's get some introductions first.
very chipper.
Oh yeah, he's very jovial.
Kinfolk, what is your name?
Celtra, what's your name?
I am Arcordan the Archmage.
Oof, that is a mouthful.
You can also call me Arcordan Winterbretzel.
Nope.
It's okay there. I know how it was to be a male in Drow society. He's just gonna wrap his arm around Celtra's shoulder.
I don't.
But you're free here.
Am I?
Mostly.
That's what I thought.
You won't be stepped on anymore.
I wasn't. Like I
He
said,
just
my
looks-
mommy loved me.
He just looks at Celtra. Your society of Drow is weird.
You know, this is the first I'm hearing of that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What, your women didn't beat you for standing against
mean,
or telling anyone to hear?
I mean, sometimes I got in trouble when I did stuff my mom asked me not to do, but it wasn't like a communal punishment. I would
You didn't get executed for that one.
I just got
Oh,
scolded a
shocking.
little bit. One time I fell in a spider hole. That was terrifying.
Ah, spiders. Great creatures.
Sure, let's pretend they are.
Pretend when they are.
Yeah. He really likes laughing.
Our
Yeah,
Cordon.
he's real jovial.
So
Yes.
most of you guys that live here will know that, like during the introduction, whenever he said Ton Kruger, that was actually referring to the jars, the clay jars, which are kind of just. It looks like the earth makes them here just out of kind of them itself. It just seems to magically create itself. So you can, if you want, have them collected and like a room just full of them, and you could send him out with one of your people to go ahead and start getting some shit together for you. So that's one other useful person you could have doing something else.
Sounds like a fantastic idea. Let's go show him the vault of clay.
Ah, yes, the vault.
Yeah.
Come, kinfolk. He's just gonna, lead Celtra along. His arm is still over Celtra's shoulder.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the clay jars are exactly the same. Like it's got a handle on each side. It holds about 3 gallons. If you had water, it would hold 3 gallons of water, but unfortunately, it's not water that goes in there.
3 gallons of clay.
Mhm. That's what we are collecting. This is where we keep it for offering.
Sounds like a really weird perpetual cycle. Like what? Who do you offer this stuff to?
You'll know when you see them. They're just
Oh,
earth
boy.
elementals after all.
Oh boy, cryptic answers. Where does it go? What does it do?
So, our cordon, you will know that people will fill the clay jars with liquid metals, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure you would know what it is, but you live in the Underdark, so if you want to make a nature check to see if you know what kind of metal it is, I'll let you go ahead and do it. It's highly possible that Celtra would maybe be able to guess it, but Celtra has not expressed himself to be useful thus far, so I'm just gonna say he's getting put to
All
work.
right. Nature check.
Yeah,
Let's see how it goes. 28.
that goes pretty good. So it is liquid iron. It flows under the ground here. You don't really know much about how or why. You just know it does. And people are made to scoop it out with a scooper that you've never seen before, but it doesn't seem to hurt the scooper or the people as long as they don't touch it. But if they touch it, it will permanently scar them. And these clay jars don't seem to be affected by it, so it's possible that that's on purpose also. But the people will fill the clay jar with the liquid iron and call out Eisen. Then a person shaped out of red sand rises up out of the sand, puts the jar in their chest, and then sinks back into the ground.
Okay.
And I will note that. So you know that people are killed constantly and indiscriminately here, but unless creatures disrupt the iron gathering process or try to magically leave, then the sand people do not get involved. They are just summoned every now and then that's it.
Perfect.
So what does this liquid metal do?
That's not of my concern. As
I feel
long
like
as
it
no
should
one...
be. Seems pretty neat. Celtra's gonna like go in and then like look
Is-
inside of one of the jars.
He's gonna
Indeed.
bonk Celtra on the head again. I would recommend that you don't try to disrupt the mining process. When someone does, they end up buried deeper than 6 feet.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, I put somebody 15's my record.
I'm not trying to disrupt anything. I just want to see what it is.
Visca, isn't yours 17 feet?
Oh, I don't keep track.
Who was it that had 17 feet? So you gotta step up your game.
I know. I think it may be the other guy on the other side. Not gonna lie, he's got like one hell of an arm, so you know.
That is true. His arm is significantly bigger than the rest of his body, though.
Well, they
Yeah,
are
no.
talking. Celtra is going to stick his metal hand in one of the jars.
He's going to bonk
okay,
Celtra
all right, so I
again.
guess he just chooses death. Let's see what happens.
Actually, Celtra, what is your arm made out of?
We haven't discussed it because
Let's discuss it, because I think you're about to permanently injure Celtra. So let's discuss it.
I mean, it is made out of metal.
Take 984 points of necrotic damage, and your arm is gone.
Okay, so I gotta say, you made a terrible decision with an intelligence high, like your character has, by saying you stick your metal arm in somewhere that metal is sent to be sacrificed as something you know nothing about.
Well, I thought it was just the jar. I just wanted to like stick his hand in it, like lift it up to see what the metal did, like what it does.
Well, you
Not,
said
like,
you
stick
stuck
his
your
whole arm.
you said you stuck your arm in the jar.
So I stuck my hand in the jar. I mean, I'll lose a hand. That's fine. But he said he stick my arm in the jar.
Roll a dexterity
hand.
saving throw.
Okay. Oops, I forgot I didn't save this.
Oh, this is fun. Don't you guys love this?
6.
A 6! Celtra, you stick your hand in the fucking jar. You fucking dumbass. You stick your hand in the jar and you feel it start melting and you lose. Roll a 1d fucking 5.
Weird, but okay. 2.
You lose 2 fingers. I'll let you choose which ones. As they
Thank
just. You see
Pinky
them.
and ring finger.
You see them melt into the bottom of the jar. And you see the liquid from the middle of your arm at the bottom of the jar, and it seems to be stationary no matter how you tilt the jar as you jerk your hand back and have a little bit of a holding problem for a while.
Our Corridan sighs, and he's gonna look over. Alright, which one betted that he was going to lose his fingers in the first 5 minutes?
Ah, damn it, I didn't bet anything.
Here's your gold, and he's just gonna hand her gold.
Ah.
You forgot to bet again. I'm not surprised.
Well,
You
well,
need
look,
to do
man, you
better.
guys just bet at random intervals. How am I supposed to know?
We always bet on what happens with the newcomers.
I guess a loss of fingers should have been on the board.
It's always on the board.
Okay.
We still have one going for Robert out there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Robert. Ah, man. I
That
still
pool
got
getting
money. I'll lose the
large.
foot.
Oh, I think he already did. Did you not collect yet?
Before we get too far, Celtra, right or left hand?
It's Celtra's right hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I just said it is his right hand that is the metal one.
Alright. So you're going to have disadvantage on attacks with that hand, and strength or checks to hold on to things. You're going to have disadvantage on those until you get that repaired. However you want to put that. Damn it, I don't want to make notes this fucking quick. Jesus. Damn it, Darren.
I can't believe Celtra died of Bofa.
No. Look, if Robert lost the foot, somebody owes me money.
You should probably talk to Adrian about that one.
Damn right, let's talk to Adrian.
Adrian,
No,
I
I'm
thought
gonna
of
put him-
Jessica.
What about Jessica?
She died
Jess-
2 weeks ago.
Oh, who bet on that?
So what happens if this metal touches a person?
They die
Uh,
or get horribly scarred.
Yeah, you don't pull back a hand, man. You just lost 2 fingers. I thought that
And
much was
how
clear.
bad is Celtra's like touching the jar? And how bad is that? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Losing a hand?
Well, I lost a whole arm, so I know that's pretty bad. But touching skin.
It's pretty bad. Are you
I
just
will
not
say-
that smart?
I don't know if you heard me, so I'm going to say it one more time. So, whenever you move, like the jar with the liquid of your fingers at the bottom, you see that it stays stationary. Like, it doesn't seem to move around at all, even if you tilt it upside down. So you don't... Unless somebody sticks their hand in there, which doesn't seem like a good idea, then it shouldn't hit anybody, or it would be hard to. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
think
So that's
you've looked
fine.
at the jar long enough. Step away. I don't know what you're plotting, but I don't like it.
Does anyone have a room I could go to real quick?
No. What,
No.
what
You must get
kind of
some
arrangement
work
do you
soon.
think this is?
Well, if you want me to actually do any work, I'm going to need to fix my hand.
Maybe you should have thought of that before sticking your hand in strange liquids.
Fine. But I'm not going to be of much use to you if I can't actually hold things.
You have another hand. It's not too bad.
I mean, he's right. Accordion, what are we putting this guy?
Well, he should probably be collecting some more. You know how they're always asking. They have a 1 ton for more always.
I see. Well, congratulations, Celtra. You're gonna be digging for the thing that you lost your fingers in.
Oops.
I don't babysit and I don't supervise, so if you want to keep losing fingers, it's your prerogative, alright?
And if you keep making mistakes, Visca might have your head sooner.
I will not
What?
hesitate.
Do I still have all my stuff?
You haven't really done a search of the bag of holding, but everything you're wearing, you still have.
Okay. I'm just curious. Alright, let's get this dog and pony show over with.
Alright. Yeah, that's
Let's
spirit.
set him up. Any other questions before we get you started?
I've really been answering the one that did have, so I guess I'll just keep going.
Good.
As they lead you outside, I will note one more thing that you notice, because this isn't enough yet. You will see buried. I'm going to use the word constructs. Every now and then you'll see a piece sticking up out of the ground. Very far off, you might be able to find ones that are more dug up, but so far it's just kind of pieces. And if you had to guesstimate their size, it's probably around 20 feet tall. You'll see shields, boots, wings, winged helmets, stuff like that. But it does seem like there are old and buried constructs throughout the place here, but nobody seems to pay attention to them. They just use them for sitting, use them for tables, use them for different shit, but nobody seems to take note of them as anything other than props and maybe old statues with color.
Celtra will make the T sign with his hands and then go over to one of the constructs. That's more sticking out of the ground one of the ones that looks more so like he could get a good read on what it does and how it works. Or rather, if he could sticking out enough that he could try and figure it out, not that he could just automatically assume.
Well, you're currently being escorted, so I gotta ask, is he doing that?
I'd grab him by the collar.
Does he have a collar?
Yeah,
I'd grab him by something. Yeah.
Alright.
grab him by the fucking throat, lift him up like a little the Sasuke meme, you know.
Oh dear.
Now listen here, you little shit.
Anyways, Layla?
Yep. Yeah, I grab him and I don't say anything, I just stop him.
I mean, you guys are being, I'll be honest, very unhospitable.
I wouldn't go near anything you don't know. Look what happened to your finger already.
That's just part of the scientific method.
Besides,
There's no
we didn't
science
place
if
any
you're
bets.
dead.
I mean, I'm not gonna die from touching things with a metal hand. I can make another one.
But you will die for pushing our patience.
I mean, I guess that one's more likely.
I wouldn't test Visca or Layla that far. Zoe, on the other hand, is a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't
But she'll
doing
still
nothing.
crush your skull like a melon.
Oh, melon, more like a grape. He's so itty bitty.
I am. Alright, fine, let's do this. I guess I'll just look at what these things do later. You guys are no fun. Anyway, let's go.
And plenty fun.
I don't agree.
I've sacrificed many people.
I feel like our definitions of fun are vastly different.
I could show you my glass collection made of people who defied me's ashes.
I can show you. Anyway, let's go.
I did the same thing.
I can show you the remains of
Nice.
those who defied me.
So you guys lead him to a spot where it is unpopulated, and there's a dugout stream where he can collect the liquid iron for you.
Question. Did you tell me that the jars just kind of come up and collect the liquid iron?
No. The jars kind of make themselves. Like the earth seems to make them constantly and
Scoop 'em?
kind of passively. So you just pick them up, and the scooper is usually also made the same way. So then you just pick it up and scoop the liquid into the jar. They could tell
I
you that.
feel like the earth could be doing a lot more of this.
You don't believe you're on Earth.
I meant like the earth is in the ground.
Hmm.
I feel like this process could be a lot more automated. I feel like I'm just kind of like a goofy little middleman, but whatever, let's do this.
So do y'all show him how to do it, or?
No, I'll show him how to do it. It's not that hard. As long as you don't go stick your hand in the jar.
Our Corridan will watch, because that is what he does.
Alright, and then I'll show him how to mine
Scoop.
the metal.
Oh wow, you're good at this.
Yeah. Yeah. Great at it.
You
Yeah.
have very large hands, and you've probably had the liquid splash up on you from time to time, and it stung, and it hurts, but it hurts a lot less than what it does to other people. To you, it's just like, ah, like you slammed your finger in the door. To other people, it's like, oh, lost a finger. Yeah. So that helps you to where your big hands, no offense, can make more mistakes, but it still stings. But you show him how to do it with the grace and dexterity of a fucking fire giant.
So none.
Celtra, what is your passive perception?
15.
Okay. You will see that Razmi, in her human form, is kind of like stalking you guys, but she's still pretending to work. Like, she'll find a place nearby and just like be looking at you while pretending to scoop. It's super obvious, and other people are looking at her like she's retarded, but so far your entourage has not noticed yet.
This you should. Can you keep showing me how to do it?
Okay, alright, look, if you're not gonna get it on the first try, you got 3 tries out of me, and after that, you're on your own.
Okay.
You're lucky I'm giving you 3. I usually give people 1. But I don't know, you're different, and I like different. It's way better than, constant red sand and constant red skies. Alright, let's do this, and I show them how to do it again. Pay attention. Don't look over there. Look at me.
Zizal or Viking.
Celebration?
Sure. Zaxeldration.
Why,
Zax.
yes.
I'm calling you Zax.
I was going with Zaxel, but either will work.
Zaxel. I like that. Yeah, okay, that work. So Zaxel, what's your passive perception?
16.
Okay. So while the fire giant probably would notice Razmi approaching and being weird, she's busy. But you actually following this entourage in your creepy way, which Celtra hasn't seemed to notice you yet because you tend to keep your distance. You do see this human woman with brunette hair who is just annoying sometimes. She is scooping sand, like not even into the jar, it's like beside it because she's looking over at Celtra. So she's missing the liquid metal and she's missing the jar.
Concentrate, child.
She sees you, screams out a little bit, and then like starts going constantly. And you see a mage hand appear, and you see it start scooping also.
Better.
And so I have a question. Like, are you guys just gonna hover over me the whole time I do this, or do I get to? Am I gonna have to? And Celtra will also he will use telekinesis to just start moving the stuff around on his own, or am I gonna have to like?
No, I told you I don't babysit.
They just check on you every once in a while to make sure you're still working.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
am
kind of
not
like.
touching. I am not touching any of this stuff. Just using telekinesis to do it.
Okay, seem to be getting the hang of it.
Oh, so the fire giant sees this a lot, huh? So how do you guys react in seeing him use telekinesis to do this?
Oh, I guess he's easy to make sure he's telekinesis. That's a pretty neat party trick.
Not really a party trick. It's just something I can do.
Telekinetic force is a powerful gift.
Celtra, you hear this from behind the fire giant, and you see next to him is the creepy person to which I refer. James! Describe your creepiness.
You may not, but most Drow very well know what a mind flayer is. With wonderful wizardy black and gold robes and a red cloak that doesn't look like it's really great in this scenario. But is as it is. He's kind of quiet, but mind flayers are that way. Unless they're eating you.
Excuse me, sir. I don't know if you know this, but there's an octopus on your head. Or a squid. More like a squid.
Celtra's going to die if you do not shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
that's
I
just-
typed earlier. Yes, let's poke the big, frightening thing with a stick and tell it's stupid.
I didn't think it was stupid. I just didn't know. I've never seen one of them before. Is it supposed to be like that?
Your hero is just as bizarre as your intelligence. I really hoped for a smarter dinner. But putting your hand in a ball. He put his damned hand in the
I know.
molten metal.
Zaxel.
I'm really...
He doesn't seem to be the wisest of us all, but he has his
I
uses.
know we need the numbers, but
Wisdom and intelligence are two different things.
we can see that.
I'm sure that he created a mechanical arm. I'm sure his smarts will be delicious enough if he misbehaves.
All right. I agree that he might be some help in the mining, but if he's as stupid as he seems to be, please. We don't want another Draxel thing.
I don't know, man. He might be slim pickings for you. I've never seen anybody just whole hog stick the damn hand in the jar.
Yeah, I get
Yep,
that.
I'm as dumb as they come. So let
I
me
mean,
just
see?
keep on. Let me just keep on.
A small snack for you later if he does anything
Because
wrong.
if that girl wasn't as useful as she was, we'd have all ate her long ago.
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't eaten her.
She's
Your
really
definition
useful.
of useful.
She's
Mm.
literally the most useful girl here.
That's not like a definition.
So, young one, or small one, whichever.
Both.
That is the smallest
is
drow
rather
I have
short.
ever seen. What do you do?
He's
Do
short.
you have arcane energies? What world do you come from so that we know how to best use you?
Do you know what a machine is?
That's kind of up the DM. I don't use them,
Of
but
Mind
I
Flayer?
know what
No.
a crossbow is.
I mean, I have a crossbow, but give me an hour and I can show you.
I know what a crossbow is.
Not a crossbow, a machine.
I assume it's something similar to your arm.
Get,
Yep. But
get
it can
some
do more
metal
stuff.
first.
I'm already getting metal. He's using telekinesis to do it.
Get more, and then we will see.
He might be worth looking into. He does have magics I do not understand.
Also, what
it
are
might-
those? And I'll point to one of the things sticking out of the ground.
That's a shield.
The,
Yeah, but what's it attached to?
Dead thing.
Is it dead or just not moving? Because it doesn't look like it's ever was alive, but I could probably fix it.
That's up to you, my liege.
we will see.
I've never found anything useful in it, but
Grab
he does
metal,
have magics I don't understand. And it doesn't melt in the metal, so maybe.
Does it melt in the metal, you say? Celtra says, looking at his
Well, I
hand.
haven't tried it, but it's been sitting there a long time, and this stuff bubbles out of the ground.
You've probably at some point seen people try to cheat by just sticking a jar on one of their fingers or something sticking out of the ground to try to just get a quick fill, and it does not work.
Oh, so it melts away?
No, it does not melt away. Most
Oh.
people... So I said construct to him because most people see these as statues or something like that that just aren't used anymore, but different people who work in different fields or work with different things see something different. So when Celtra passed it, he saw moving parts inside there, or what could be potentially moving parts. They're not exactly moving parts because it was not technology that made them, but he can still see where the parts could move on their own instead of being stationary like a statue. Whereas other people just see, I don't know, some kind of big statue that's weird and buried.
Well, they do seem to have some semblance to the moving parts like your arm seems to. He might have some use in that.
How many
If we
jars has he
could-
filled up now?
If we could produce something that produces more, we might be at a benefit. But that's up to you.
How many jars has he filled up?
Half of them.
Half of what?
Part of the reason for the scooper, as you've witnessed, because there are better methods, like he said, but it takes up time. And for whoever created this place, that might be the purpose.
This is silly and takes forever. I'm pretty sure I could build something that would do it faster.
Hi.
Yeah.
We will give you your chance once you finish.
At least have a baseline.
Yeah. just
Understand.
I don't. This is inconvenient and very inefficient.
I'm gonna smack him on the head with staff again.
Uh,
We know.
Roll to hit.
Just okay.
I just want to see.
My liege.
Plus. Okay.
As a warlock, I know that different worlds have different rules. He may have some use, and if he can't get shit together in a day or two, well, he can go back to the school.
How does a 14?
That does not hit me.
He kind
So
of
it
ducks
kinda,
out of the way.
moves out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bad choice.
Well, that's just supposed to get hit.
Yes.
Slave, I thought you said you'd done this before. You don't duck from being hit.
You just kind of tense up.
Yeah, you just kind of tank it.
Finish
Yeah.
off your jar before I decide that your life isn't worth it.
My liege,
And-
you are in a good mood today.
He
Zang.
seems to know the annoying but useful one, after all. Maybe they're cut from the same disturbing and ragged cloth.
That cloth looks a little cheap, but I'll get back to the others, if by your
Celtra is
leave.
not going to. He's not going to rat me out.
By your leave, I'll go check on the others.
Of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, on the note of days, our Cordon and Zaxel are probably some of the only people here to actually know anything about days, because it never changes, but because you're from the Underdark, you're kind of used to keeping track without a sun. So a lot of people are just like, I don't fucking know. I get tired and I go to bed eventually.
I
Yeah,
head
sir.
off to go check on the rest, on others.
Alright.
Like a proper taskmaster.
As soon as he finishes his first jar, we'll let him up.
You guys sure are nosy.
You sure are impertinent.
I get that a lot.
So eventually he finishes the jar after running his mouth way too much.
I cast Disintegrate. I'm kidding.
Oh. Well, we're done here.
Celtra's dead. It's over.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. All right, everybody have a good Saturday. All right, so after he finishes filling the jar, what do you want to do with him? Do you want to tell him? Do you want to walk him through how to actually do it, or you just want to, I don't know, fuck with him?
Come now, kinfolk. You say you can get these statues.
And I could probably get them moving again, but let's see how things go.
So as you walk, this jar is pretty heavy.
I'll just
but
cast levitate on it.
y'all can walk him to one of the constructs. Is that what you're wanting to do, Arcordon?
I'll let him peruse it, but if he can't do anything, he's going right back to mining. Or digging for... Oh, wait. We're in America. He's digging for oil now.
This is sewage. This is not oil.
Jesus.
You hit a septic tank. Anyway,
All right. So as Celtra goes over to it, and you want to take him to one of the bigger pieces, or do you want to kind of dig around one? Sup? What you thinking?
We'll go to one that's more buried, if it looks more complete. But our coordinate's not helping him dig it out. He's just going to let him figure it out himself.
All right.
That ain't
Celtra,
his job.
you can make a history check or a tinker's check or a religion check or an arcana check. They will all have different results, so just let me know which one you want to roll.
I'm gonna cast enhanced ability on myself and then make this roll, since nobody's gonna. Since I don't have anybody who can help me.
All right.
All right, and then I'll use Arcana. That's my best one.
See how well he does. And then we'll see.
27.
Oh, Jesus.
He does pretty well.
No shit.
But he has another roll. So let's see if he gets it. Nope.
Okay, 27.
All right. So with the 27, you are well aware that this is not a built by technology construct, although it looks like you could put parts in there because it was left hollow. It is not a solid object. But you can assume that it was made with divine magic instead of regular magic like somebody like yourself might do, or somebody of a higher caliber, or maybe even somebody like Orcordon. But you know that it probably at some point was a very powerful construct.
Do I have any idea of how to turn it back on?
Not without that kind of... The magic that gave this life was on a divine level. So you could try, but it wouldn't be near as powerful, and you don't have that kind of magic.
Does anyone here have divine magic?
No.
Tumbleweed.
You're asking.
Oh my
I
God.
avoid eye contact.
You guys suck.
Zoe, can you punch him for me?
Yeah, sure. Alright,
Don't
man.
kill him this time, but show him what happens.
Well, I mean, no, it's not that. I mean, that wasn't the intention. All right, man. Just close your eyes, go to your happy place. I promise. Just only take a minute, and I gear back, just like a nice good gut check.
Roll to hit.
Alrighty, fantastic. Oh my god.
If you miss,
What's
I'm gonna
up?
laugh so hard.
What's Celtra's AC?
18.
What's Celtra's HP? Sorry.
61.
Oh, you're not gonna kill him, but I'm.
Oh, I mean, I don't.
He has a decent AC. Oh no.
Huh. You got saved by a natural 1 for a 12.
Roll a percentile dice.
Ooh, okay.
Celtra's just getting out of this easy.
Yeah, I think I'd have bathed
Hey.
him in the fucking molten metal
Okay.
by now.
So Celtra, he says, punch him. And she goes to gut punch you after telling you exactly what she's doing. So as she does it, you just kind of like step to the side. Now you wouldn't step towards the jar because it's heavy and it's in your way. So you go the other way and she accidentally hits the jar and you see it shatter a little bit and the liquid inside of it floats a little bit before it just evaporates in midair. But then this fire giant seems to sink into the ground and is gone.
What?
So what do y'all want to do?
What? What?
Soldier's gonna hold up one of his
Well,
remaining fingers and be like,
shit.
I didn't do that. Full disclosure, I don't know how to do that.
Miska's gonna strike at Celtra. With
I
a claw.
wonder if she'll come back from that torment.
Roll to hit. If it's another natural 1, Celtra becomes immortal and just ascends this whole thing.
That'd be really funny. 27.
That'd be no.
I can't shield it, so.
That is 5 points of slashing damage. And she,
my
like,
God.
when she contacts you, she puts her giant clawed hand and, like, pins you to the ground.
I'm in. Do you want to roll for
That's
it?
a little unfair.
Yeah!
I haven't hit any of you guys yet.
Is that a strength?
Yeah, rolling at. You don't have athletics, though. Do you?
No, it's strength.
Do
Oh,
bone
wait.
devils have athletics?
I don't see it on my sheet.
No, you don't. Alright, so just roll a straight strength check versus.
It would just be straight dexterity because I don't have athletics or acrobatics.
20.
Oh dear.
Oh, 15.
So yeah, bone hand to the ground.
I don't have enough intelligence to fix that. Anyway,
Zoe, you come up out of the ground after, I don't know, it probably feels around like 3 years of being compressed and pressured. You feel like a couple of bones have been broken by the ground pressing in around you. And you see Visca holding him down with a bony hand. You feel
Oh my
very
God.
disoriented.
What happened?
I mean, to be fair, I didn't do that.
I was here and then I wasn't. It all hurts. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. You punched the jar.
Is that what happens when you break one of those things? My God, don't do it.
What the fuck is happening?
Look,
No,
man,
dude.
all you had to do was take the freaking hit. What's wrong with you?
You missed. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. I asked you to stand still.
As Celtra, like, the more Celtra wiggles and, like, yells back at Zoe, the scorpion, like, tail, like, swoops around and the tip of it is, like, touching at his throat.
I forgot about that tail.
Silence!
Please, man, just stop talking. Just be cool.
I will let them rip your throat out.
So I have to be cool by letting you beat me up?
You don't seem to understand where you are.
I told you he's an idiot.
Sire, I think
Literally, no, I don't. No one has explained it to me yet.
You are here to work, and yet you still act like you're getting out.
Was
Do
that
they
not
use-
clear enough?
Your fate.
I mean, I'll work, but no, I won't accept my fate, so. You want me to go fill another jar?
You best
personally,
get to
sire,
it.
I think we should just bathe him in the iron and live him as an example.
I'm very tempted, But I will forgive the kinfolk this time. I haven't seen
Well-
another drow in some time.
By your leave.
But if he keeps it up, you'll have a snack soon enough, Zaxel.
I think that will give me heartburn. But I'll
Boy, I
still
hope
do
so.
it.
You have a heart?
I borrowed one from the last one.
Oh.
I never thought I'd laugh at a mind flayer joke.
I mean, to be fair, I was half expecting him to just start talking like Inspector Gadget, but, you know, this is great too.
Alright, can I
was
go? I
hoping
feel like
for
garbage.
a bit more. So can you put
Cost.
the damn thing to function or not?
I could probably figure it out if I had more than 5 minutes to look at it. It won't be as strong because nobody here has divine magic.
If you can get it to moving at all and doing its job, that will at least look kindly upon you and your insipid nature.
Probably figure out something.
None of us are happy to be here. We all want to leave. But this place can be much, much worse. You're actually getting a very friendly
Have any of you
indoctrination.
tried to leave?
Of course we have. At least
You,
a tenth of us here are wizards.
they
Any-
usually don't live much longer.
No, those are very bad drawbacks.
Death is usually all that they leave to.
Now, what do you need to make it work?
What do you have? Do you have anything that can produce energy?
Mana? Oh,
I guess that works.
spells? I'm trying to be of use, Malish.
Do you know what a battery is?
You are more of use than he has been so far. Don't worry
A
too
battering
much.
ram.
Battery.
Battering ram. Zoe can make one of those.
And Celtra's gonna like project. He's just gonna hold his hand out and project what a battery looks like. One of these.
Whoa!
It's a cylinder. What's within it?
Energy. It can be used to make things move. Do you have a way of generating electricity? Do you have...
Energy is in all things. How do you put it in the container? Is it like a blood right? You bleed energy and force it into a container.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to explain how this works all over again. Hey, you mind letting me up? He's gonna like tap the bone demon
So
Why
Celtra,
would you need to?
to get up.
Celtra, do an Arcana, or I'm sorry, not Arcana check. Do a Tinker's check. Zazzle, Frazzle Dazzle, do a Arcana check while he does a Tinker's check, and then our Corridon, if you would also like to do a Arcana check.
Hold on. I still have enhance ability. 20.
Visca's gonna look over at our Corridon and look for the cue to release Celtra.
20. Our Corridon will nod slightly with his hands behind his back. If he acts out of line, you may... maybe take some of the fleshy fingers. I know how you like flesh.
Oh, that won't take long.
Visca will release him and, like, hover closer. This motherfucker acting wrong.
All right. So Celtra, as you dust yourself off, what was your Tinker's check?
20.
All right. Our Corridon and Zazel.
19
20.
are Arcana.
I'm sorry, Corridon. What?
20.
My great liege rolled a 20.
Already. So y'all know that if he was to be able to create something And Celtra, you know you can create something, especially out of these pre-made jars that seem to be able to withstand hot and heavy material. That they could both use lightning spells in there, and if they did it every day, it would keep the conductivity in which y'all created with magic. But it could take a while.
I could probably make a battery out of one of them jars. They look like they're made to hold magic. If you guys shot lightning into it, I could probably make something out of that.
What's the kind of usage time would it be worth for a 3rd level spell?
That's a GM question. How much use could we get out of a 3rd level spell?
Well, what 3rd level spell?
Lightning, obviously.
Call lightning.
Sure. So it would take a while, no matter what spell it was, because of just the way it works. You would have to do it every day.
Well, Call Lightning has a 10-minute duration where you can strike lightning down every turn. So if 2 people started using Call Lightning at even higher levels and we just started spamming it on the same point,
it would save you a little bit of time. It wouldn't save you a shit ton of time, but it would save you some, yeah.
It'd be at least a constant energy charge.
Yeah.
So we could build a small battery out of it.
It'd be a pretty powerful small battery, but yeah.
So you want me to do this or not?
1.21 gigawatts!
I can make this thing move with one of these jars and lightning. I don't have any lightning spells.
You would also have to build internal gears and parts for it. Like, it was made to move, but it was used with magic, not technology. So it doesn't have internal mechanisms to make it move. It moved with magic before, so you'd also have to build like internal gears and.
Do you guys have a regular metal?
Do we?
What we came here with.
Yeah.
Wait, could we just like break parts off of the other golems and build that?
Those aren't metal.
The golems?
Are they metal?
The dead constructs everywhere?
So they look metal, but he is correct. They're not technically a metal.
Okay. But do we have any other metal?
Only what you brought with you. So he has a sword.
Celtra's gonna take his bag and take out the other plate armor and the scimitars.
How many you got?
Bag.
I have.
Damn it, I lost mine.
I have 3 more scimitars. I have 1 more plate armor. I have 3 more long swords, and I have half plate.
He seems to be doing well in his world.
So they're pretty big, these constructs. You think that would get 1, maybe 2. But you would still have to, like, smelt it down, and you don't have a Karis with you.
Oh my gosh. You guys don't have... Fine. Whatever. What else do you guys have here that I can use to make this thing work?
I think Zoe might have fire.
You're gonna have to limit to what you're trying to produce. I have no idea what you're doing. This is a magic I have never seen.
I will leave Zaxel and Zoe to help you. Visca, if he gets out of line, you know what to do. We will go investigate for more metal.
Damn it, I don't like babysitting. Alright, fine.
It's technically my job as overseer.
You can see.
Zaxel's in charge of babysitting.
Aww.
Zoe, I just want you to be the muscle if he needs it to be removed from the dirt.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, I can do that.
Believe it or not, you're doing quite well. Now, can you explain how the arcane energies manifest force with our living entity?
Celtra will explain it better than Darren can.
So once again, Darren's character explains to James's character how technology works.
The usual.
Yeah, the usual.
Our coordinator is just gonna walk with Layla and make sure everyone else is still doing their fucking jobs.
Yep.
And if they're not, she's allowed to stab them.
Yep.
Okay, so you stab a few people, but a lot of people come through here.
Is that wise? I don't know how many people are here.
It's
They'll
only
get
in the
over it.
foot at worst, or maybe their spine. But
People
schematics.
are sent here every day. Like, you're in no shortage of people. That's why they're expendable. Like, everybody's expendable.
So what you're saying is I can stab people in the gut and we're fine.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So why didn't we bathe him in the stuff?
He's talking some high shit. If he doesn't, he's going straight into liquid.
Ah, thank you, my lord.
That was Dylan, not recorded.
I mean, there was rolls involved, but maybe I should just take that out.
All right, how may I be of use?
Uh,
What do you need? Let me get this very clear. We have a job that must be maintained, or we have much worse circumstances. This seems promising. What do you need to build this?
oh, I need, like I said, I need metal to be able to build gears.
You seem to have plenty.
It's not enough. And hey, Miss Giant Lady, can you pull this thing out of the ground, or at least get most of it out of the ground?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I yank it out of the ground.
Make a strength check.
Alright, no problem.
I'm going to say you have advantage because you are able to brace yourself really well against the ground. And Celtra uses telekinesis to give you assistance because this is going to be tough and I want you to have advantage. And y'all have not rolled well today.
Yeah, it's pretty common for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, really
for
have.
yourself.
15.
What'd you say, Becca?
I said speak for yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You did bone him. All right, so you are able to get most of it out of the ground. You have a little bit of trouble, but eventually you're able to pull it out. And you guys do see what looks to be a... Is there a height? No. All right. A very large construct creature. So it does seem to have like a golden metal casing to it, but Celtra, as you're kind of feeling it and looking at it, it's not a metal that you're aware of, and it didn't work with the jar. It doesn't seem to identify as a metal, so you're not 100% sure what it is, but I mean, with divine magic creating it, it's possible that it is just not of this world or plane, or at least not one that you're aware of. So it does have golden metal wings. It has like a winged helmet where there's a space in the middle where you are not sure what would usually go there, but it looks like somewhere that you can reach in and may put gears. So that's good news. Behind it seems to have some kind of symbol on it that you're just not aware of, kind of outlining the back of its head. Its right arm is free. It looks like it has a impression of having a weapon in its hand, but you see no weapon around. Its left arm has a golden shield. So it looks like it's made to imitate a humanoid, but you don't know why. It doesn't need it at all. Its legs are humanoid. It almost looks like it's wearing a plate armor despite being made completely out of metal. It has kind of boots-looking feet, like plate armor. And its chest cavity seems to... it looks like you can lift it up. There's like layers of plates where if you pushed at the bottom, it seems to go up and then go back down as if it's meant to do it. So you should be able to reach the inside, which is roughly about... Its chest is probably about 4 feet wide. So you're able to get in there pretty well. So you'd be able to use inside there as a center point to build gears and widgets from the inside and other shit that is mechanical and that I don't know.
Others that is mechanical, and I don't know.
That's the summary.
Right. Let's see.
Should we excavate some others to determine what's missing?
I mean, if you would like, what I've been able to gather is that these run off of some sort of divine magic. So it's probably filled with some sort of, I don't know, and he'll like air quote spirit juice, and they function on their own. But I mean, There might be something missing to it. I don't know.
So, could we do a soul siphoning ceremony and bleed someone's soul into it for its energies?
I mean, I don't know if that's how that would work. I don't see any. Do I see any runes that would suggest that that's how it works?
No, you don't really see any specific runes about anything of how it works.
Can I roll a religion check to see if I can figure out how it works? Like how it's supposed to work?
You can roll a religion check, sure.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah. I mean, just with
Okay.
all the stuff going on, her taking it out of the ground.
I will cast it again, because I don't think I'll need a second level spell anytime soon.
Take the
26.
second.
26.
A 26. You have no idea how it works. However, you do notice one thing with a 26. That symbol, you've seen it before. It looks like the symbol of Iapetus, the Titan of the Forge.
Yeah. I don't know how to spell that.
You got this, come on.
Us. Iapetus.
Mhm.
Got it. I didn't, but let's see. Alright.
Whose character sheet I seem to have lost.
Let's see. I can probably. Celtra will like pull out the copper wire he still has, tie it around a jar, and start looping it through the arms and legs.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'm probably gonna need a gear here, and a gear here, and a gear here. Things to get the old legs moving and the arms. You probably want those too. But like I said, I'm going to need enough metal to make an endoskeleton
Will it? How are you going to put it in there?
with a lot of hard work and never mind. I need the short rest in order for me to make tools. I do have smith tools, but in order to make
Well, you need
all of the tools that I need,
Yeah, because you would need to melt everything and then shape it.
do we have any sort of forge at all?
Well, we really haven't needed one up until now.
Unfortunately, if we were back home, we'd have one hell of a forge, but we're not home.
Quite literally.
Celtra just gonna start banging his head against the side of the.
Hey.
Can you use the liquid? You said it's a metal.
What, do we not recall what happened last time I tried to touch the liquid?
Experimentation, and as long as it's your hands, you don't seem mind touching it.
Nah, hold on. I've been watching you kind of work, and I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of speaking to some, like I said, it's been for frickin' ever. You're kind of speaking to some stuff in me. Now look, there's a lot of these metal, not metal guys around here. Is it possible that you could maybe make some sort of makeshift forge out of their bodies? I mean, you got it. All you need is like a something that'll be able, like a crucible, be able to withstand those high temperatures. Maybe we could try to fashion some kind of mold, so you can get this done. I mean, they're just sitting here; they're not doing anything. You're just trying to get one to work, right?
That's true. I just need one.
Exactly. So, just give me a minute. And, let me see if I can find one big enough where we can make like sort of a, oh my goodness, sort of a makeshift forge.
Wow.
Celtra is very frustrated because all of the stuff he knows doesn't make any sense to these people, and they think he's dumb.
Nah. Like, hey,
Well-
look,
He thinks they're dumb, and they think he's dumb.
look. My home, I'm telling you, some of the most gifted craftsmen and artisans. They were able to make some of the most beautiful weapons, armor, anything you would ever need. I was learning to do that until I started fucking around the workshop and ended up here. But that's not the point. The point is that it's kind of nice to have a little taste of home.
I mean, it would. I'm not going to say anything negative. If you could, I don't even know if I have anything negative to say. If you could put that together, then maybe I can come up with. Maybe I can start to. I can put together pieces to make this into a functional thing.
Yeah, no, sure. But I still got my eye on you. You still sent me to the bottom of the earth and back.
Well, first of all, no, I didn't. Second, I don't know how to do that.
So,
All right, I'm gonna start scrounging.
if you want to try to help him, another problem is you can't shape these constructs. They seem like whatever it is to cut them or melt them is just beyond you.
No, we're not cutting or melting anything. We're just kind of tearing stuff apart and just kind of sitting.
I mean, they're one piece, but if you want to make a strength check to try to break it off, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, oops.
How are we supposed to move? Alright, hold on. I guess magic. Ugh, magic. Alright.
Magic is a man's best friend. Hey.
Magic is... it's the perfect
Useful. Not quite as useful as
13.
psionics, but it's not bad.
Celtra's gonna get out of the chest cavity of the one that he is in, keeping the lid open.
Wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we gotta go one step at a time. All right, Zoe, what did you get?
13.
Okay. We'll come back to you in a little while as you keep trying. It's a little hot out here, but it's not hot as much as you're using a lot of strength. So you keep trying to do that as Celtra, what were you saying?
Chest cavity open.
All right, yeah.
There's something I can try. And he's gonna stand like further down, and he's gonna pull off the bow and shoot an arrow into it. Because it's a divine bow.
Doesn't look useful.
Which bow? The
The one that he got from Hercules.
Oh. All right, roll a d20.
We're going to be digging up another one.
13.
A 13. Okay. Oh, yeah, so you pull it back, a little arrow forms in there, it shoots off. It seems to go in there and just kind of sputter out as you shoot it in there. And you look over, and Zoe's just yanking on this thing, trying to break it off. And then you turn back, and Razmi is gone. Who knows where she went. But you do notice there is somebody on the other side of this construct looking at you do this. And it's a humanoid elemental. It's not doing anything. It's not moving. It seems to have just appeared and is just staring at you. That's it, just staring at you. No expression. Just a very plain, no hair, humanoid figure standing with its arms to its side. Looks like it just was made.
Does it look like the ones that show up and grab the vases and go back down?
Yes, it does. It looks like them. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's receiving the clay jar that y'all never offered. But yeah, he is here. So y'all just lost one. Made everybody sad, but it's fine.
Celtra is going to draw another one and look at its reaction. Another bow, like another arrow. He's gonna pull it back and then look at its reaction. Does it seem like it? Is it reacting to the fact that he has a weapon?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Inside.
This isn't to see if it's reacting. This is more of to see why.
Damn, 8.
I don't fucking know. Could be because you're Drow.
Okay.
Everybody hates them.
Fair. He doesn't know that, but fair.
You're not sure, but it's not reacting. It's just blank expression staring.
And there was no reaction from the statue or from the golem
No.
when I shot it. Okay. Gonna put the bow back down. That's the only divine thing I have.
Yeah, I got the same shit. I rolled an insight to see if it was going to drag you under, but I rolled shit.
Got a lot of fancy stuff there.
What'd you roll?
A 12.
All right, Zoe, make another strength check.
Alright, okay.
How heavy is that thing?
Dang.
20-foot tall,
The
solid,
golem.
gold metal type construct.
So about 3 tons?
A little more.
My rolls are garbage today.
What'd you get?
An 8.
All right, so Zoe's still over there. Y'all just every now and then hear this.
What
I'm sorry,
are you
being
doing?
decompressed to the center of the earth. It kind of does something to you.
I'll never understand these peoples.
Let's see.
I really do think we should probably sacrifice 3 or 4 people and see if we can make it spiritual energies that way.
See, I don't know if I'm on board with that methodology. I also don't know how you'd get it inside of the golem.
Well, I'm wondering if those containers, which are obviously magical as hell, might be able to contain it. It might be worth an experiment or two. We get new people every day. If they're not useful, well, you know.
Yeah, you know where the
Yeah,
pumpkins
you guys
are.
have said that a couple times.
You know that there's some that actually arrive already being punished. There is probably about a quarter mile from you, not too far. Well, depending on how long you want to walk in that kind of weather and environment. There's people who will arrive tied up in kind of a hangman's type place and style, tied up by their feet with their hands bound behind their back, and cuts just seem to appear on them as they're hanging upside down. You've never really interacted with them because it seems like they're being punished, and, well, you know.
I don't want to share in it?
Yeah.
Things could be far worse here than they are.
Not wrong. You could be, whatever that was that I experienced.
Yeah, seems like it's pretty sucky.
Yes, it was.
Once you get past the abject, ridiculous amount of hunger over the decades and millennium, the hunger and the thirst are the worst to get over.
Oh yeah, after that it's kind of smooth sailing. Anyway, so what do we do? We sacrifice some souls or what?
I'm waiting to see what he can pull off first.
I mean, as I said before, I need metal, and we don't have any, so that kind of blows.
Yeah, this place is really
How about
worthless, ain't it?
swords
I have a
and
question, though.
shields?
And then Celtra will go back to the river of molten goo. Is there a jar?
Well, I will say, so the rivers are actually dug out by people. Like, you can dig exactly where you're at, and after about a foot, you get past this. So about 6 inches down, you get past the sand, you get into the rock. After you start digging into the rock, you find the little molten river. So the rivers are man-made by just people. So you can make one exactly where you're at if you really wanted to.
And Celtra will just, use telekinesis to just blow up, keep on blowing down until he makes a hole.
All right, yeah, you blow.
I'm not very strong.
Obviously.
All right, you got some near you. You got a river of liquid iron. It feels hot. You don't think you want to stick your hand in it. I'm just putting that out there.
Or maybe you do.
And he'll, he'll just fill another jar with it. I wonder if I stick this inside of the giant, what'll happen.
I was thinking similar.
You want to try it?
Yes.
All right. So after
This
a
is
few
the-
hours...
This is the fuck around phase of science.
Yes. After a few hours, you stick a jar in there. Zoe, give me some strength checks. Just do, 5 or 6. Until you feel like you
Okay.
want to sit down for a little bit.
Oh. There you go. Okay, let me see. We got a 10, a 20, an 18, a 10, a 15, natural 20 for a 27,
Hey.
and 19.
All right. So you guys are putting that jar in there very carefully, and you hear this loud cracking sound, and you hear this, yeah!
I got it.
Yes.
Fucking ever. I got it.
Zoe, sweating, muscles bulging from effort, struts over, big ass smile, and just drops this huge chunk of, what do you want to go for, arm or head or leg?
What's up, go
Ring?
for a head?
All right. Drops this huge head near you guys as you're putting this jar in there.
I got it.
Please, please tell me that was not this one's head.
Oh, no. Completely unrelated.
That would have been funny.
Completely unrelated.
Well, I don't see anything in it.
Well, no, that was the point. It's supposed to be
Well,
part of
he
the
was
force.
describing that it might have innards.
Oh.
Or
I
he
didn't
was
check
going to
those.
put innards in it, something along those lines, and it doesn't appear to have any.
Hmm.
So it is more akin to a golem.
I suppose. What are you guys doing? I was distracted.
I was gonna see if putting this metal jar in there would fix it, would make it work. No idea. Experimentation.
What's the human term? Fuck around and find out.
All right, y'all put the jar in there. It doesn't spill, but it also doesn't seem to do anything.
Worthless.
Is it the exact same size, or is it nothing even remotely close to the hole in the chest?
It's not even close. Like, the jar is being able to hold 3 gallons. It's only about 1.5 feet wide and about 2 feet tall. But the chest itself, the expanse of it, is about 4 feet. And then from what you would consider a waist to the neck is about 6-7 feet. So actually, if Celtra wanted to, he could crawl down in there because, you know, he's itty bitty.
That's a fact.
I don't think I'm strong enough to make it move.
No, I'm just wondering if it juices its own people that you stick in it. Like a sacrificial altar, just fits just right.
You're on the sacrificing kick today, ain't you?
This is a comfortable time to be
I'm a
Celtra.
warlock.
I mean, yeah, warlocks do more than just sacrificing, don't they? I mean, I wouldn't. Oh,
Oh, yes, but what other fun would you find?
I don't know.
Hunting a guy, that'd be fun.
Painting, sitting at the beach.
What's a beach?
It's and then Celtra will project an image of a beach.
No,
Ooh,
there's way too much light there.
a lot of water.
Not at night.
You got used to no stars a long time ago. Okay, well, maybe we should excavate a few more and determine if the missing piece is actually in a different one, or if they're all that
Alright, I'll
way.
get back to it, I guess.
Nah, maybe we should just bring this one back to whatever base you guys have and then see what we
I'm
can.
not carrying that.
I mean, neither am I, because I can't.
Even my telekinetics aren't that strong.
Alright, fine. Pick the damn thing up.
Well, we can go grab 5 or 6. Wow, did she actually just pick that up?
I told you, I'm interested. I want to know.
Impressive.
Nothing
Call 'em up.
happens around here. It's just excavate metal, pick up jar. Ooh, I'm bored.
All right, do a strength check.
Oh yeah, been going so over me so far. Okay, cool.
Let's
I
see if
still
it
have-
squashes her.
Boop. Probably 10.
Okay. So
Throw
you
my damn back.
sink 6 inches through the dirt into the rock
No,
surface
I didn't.
below. No, just pressure. You feel somewhere deep in your soul, it is impossible for you to pick this up. Even half of it.
It ain't moving, boys.
Okay, fine.
We could do a sled.
We still have to get underneath it, and I don't think that the
Just-
lifting process.
I ain't getting out of that thing.
Well, we could push it over, but it might damage it. How solid is it?
I mean, we could also just go get stuff and then come back.
So, as you're talking about this, I'm assuming you mean taking it back to the castle. You see the dirt starts kind of making waves, like an ocean, and
Uh-oh.
you see the construct, now that it's out of the ground, starts moving in the direction of the castle. It's slow, but it seems to be happening. Like
Now, how the
inches.
hell did that happen?
It's moving.
Like inches at a time. Like you'd think this could take an immense amount of time. But it seems to be moving. I'm gonna give y'all some time to sit on that for a second. Our Corridon, Layla, what are y'all doing?
That's a good question.
That is a great question. I feel like after a round of slave whipping,
Mhm.
you know how it be. You know how it be, Todd.
Yeah, sure.
We probably return to the castle and just plop down on the throne. So, do you think he's died yet?
I give it about 20 minutes.
I'm surprised that this guy isn't done with him by now.
I wanted to wring his neck. He was driving me insane, and I was getting a headache.
He's just as chatty as the other one.
Snarky, too.
Speaking of the other one, after a little bit of y'all being in there, you see this small little human head pop around the wall. And she has brown hair, brown eyes, smooth white pale skin, it is obvious to our cordon that this is an illusion. But she waves and she's like, "Hi, do y'all have a second? Hi. I don't want to barge in. I just had a couple of questions, if you don't mind." And then she just starts walking anyway. She's like, "So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the new guy. So he's actually a friend of mine, and I'd really like it if we could work together. And if we can't work together,
I don't care.
So we can work together. I appreciate it. Okay."
Silence.
She just stands there blinking at you.
Look, if your friend is half as useful as you are at digging, maybe you can work near one another. But you have quite crossed a few lines already.
She like slowly raises her hand.
Yes.
"Hi, I'm really sorry about crossing some lines. I don't mean to cross any lines. I just wanted to get in touch with
You're
you."
blabbering.
With my friend, because I really think we should hang out together, because I think he's really cool and I just want to be his friend.
5 words or less. Or Layla gets to have a way with you.
She raises her hand.
Speak.
I'm sorry, is that 5 words like at once in one sentence, or like...
You've
Enough.
already used all 5. Grab her. Come, let's speak to your supposed friend.
And I will grab her.
She like kind of like shakes her head slowly.
If you keep making noises, I'll sew your throat open.
She makes a thinking face.
Now come. Let's see what your chatty friend has to say. And he will begin making his way back to where he left them.
Alrighty.
And I will fireman carry her.
She actually gets relaxed almost as soon as you do it, and she like props her elbows on you to keep her head up, like she's just along for the ride. She just accepts it. But yeah, her whole 92 pounds is real tough for you.
So difficult.
She's so heavy.
Yeah. After like an hour or so, you eventually make your way back to the group where Celtra and Zoe and Zazzle are staring at this construct that has started moving on its own, and you can see the sand kind of making waves to move it towards the castle itself.
Is it actually like walking, or is it being carried by the sand?
It looks like it's being carried by the sand. It's like watching...
Seems that...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's like watching a stick being carried to shore by waves, except for there's many small waves to keep it constant.
Haven't quite got it moving yet now, have you? Celtra,
Kinda.
was it?
You expected me to get it moving in like 3 hours? I told you I needed a lot of stuff.
That's not what I'm here for, though.
I fling Razmi over my shoulder and just not even gently throw her on the ground.
She hits the ground, stands up, dusts herself off, and raises her hand.
You will have to wait. She claims to be your friend. Is that the case, Celtra?
Yes. She's already told him that he's not gonna if she's already told him, he's not gonna deny it.
She requests to work with you. On what? I'm not sure. Maybe doing what you claim to be able to do. Does that sound accurate?
She can't help.
Then
She
I'd
can.
recommend
She knows about machines too.
that I will allow her for now to assist you.
She claps her hand, and then like a glittery sparkle comes above her head, and it just says "thanks" in glittery words or glittery letters.
Gonna cast a minor illusion, and above his head it will say, "Shut up and don't speak to me."
Oh, her shoulders shrink, and she just goes and kind of scoots by Celtra.
Now, how is the progress coming? I'm surprised you're alive, to be honest, but nonetheless.
It has begun to move, but I know not the mechanic of it.
The sand carries it.
Yes, but what's making it do it?
DM.
I'm sorry, I was focused on quietly taking a drink out of this can. What? Took a lot of concentration.
What's
What do we
making the
roll?
sand do it?
What do we roll to know?
Roll perception, investigation, or arcana. In classic fashion, they all have different things or different results, so let me know what you're doing.
I'm doing Arcana.
Arcana 15.
Arcana 32.
Oh my god.
He's an archmage.
So this is like the telekinesis that he was doing, except for whoever's doing it is what is it? Mold Earth. And it's like they're casting that spell, but about 10 times at the same time and over again. And you kind of look around, you don't see anybody. But it is definitely not an accident. Like somebody is doing this.
21 on insight.
Insight. Oh shit. The sand is helpful. It doesn't seem malicious.
I roll to attack the darkness.
It's always dark here.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, he is getting results, though I'm not sure the extent yet, sire.
May I roll a perception check?
Sure. What do you want to perceive?
See what's making the sand do that.
Oh, okay.
How's a natural 20 for 25?
I feel bad. You don't see anybody.
Dang, I see nothing.
I'm sorry.
Maybe we should follow it.
Oh, that
That's
was the
what we
plan.
were doing.
Celtra says, sitting on top of the sitting on top of the statue. That was what I was doing.
Following.
Well, it's
Good.
slow, but it's doing.
Now, I know that Zoe is the picture-perfect example of patience.
Black.
I, just out of curiosity, like, being behind a bus in traffic, does she ever, like, try to maybe push it a little bit? Like, maybe...
She picks up the buses that are in traffic and then moves them out of the way.
And
So they don't
Visca,
sit in traffic.
what are you doing?
She's following the party slowly. It doesn't bother her to walk slowly behind everybody.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere. Does Visca have an age?
Yeah. Does she know it? No. She's been here a while.
Fair enough. She's a pile of bones. She don't give a fuck. All right, so what you guys could guess to be several hours, if not more than a day, you eventually make it back to the castle. Like, it stops at the very bottom stairs, and then you see the stairs start to kind of reshape and kind of get distorted, and the sand will, or like the hard dirt of the stairs will like deform and then form, and then it'll kind of like, it's like the earth itself is confused before it just stops, and the waves stop, and it just drops flat on the ground. It was only like half an inch off the ground, but it just resettles back into the sand.
Is it like... What happened?
I think it's done moving.
Been following this thing for an hour. Just took us back here. If I'd known that, I would have walked here and then waited.
While that was happening, if nobody even cared, Celtra's going to use his ability to magically make whatever tools he needs, and then use his and then essentially rebuild his fingers.
Okay.
With what?
With the metal that he has on hand and his magical tinkering skills.
How'd you melt the metal?
Magical tinkering. I can make things out of non-magical things.
You can just meld metal?
Yes.
Then why the hell do you need a forge?
Because magical tinkering is for small things. I can make small things.
Alright. You have your fingers back. I mean, this took well over an hour, so... But Zoe
Yeah,
doesn't
he said
really
it took
understand
like
time.
almost a day.
Yeah.
It took almost a day, so Celtra's gonna rebuild his fingers and take his arm off and then reattach them to his hand.
Alright. So you have your fingers back. I am leaving that note in there for myself to remind me of Celtra's dumbass. But other than that, we're good. Hey, don't do that. Alright, so with your fingers reformed and Zoe bored.
Why is it moving? It followed all the way here and it didn't do anything.
Well, now we have it here, so I can mess with stuff here and see if I can get it to move.
He kind of wants to go up the stairs, I think.
So he's gonna need to find another way up the stairs.
I mean, it's too heavy for me to just throw up the stairs.
And so I'm just gonna look down at so I'm just gonna look down at the dirt like, hey, Mr. Dirt, you have a way to make it go up the stairs.
That thing hasn't spoken to me since I've gotten here. What are you doing?
Talking to the dirt. Maybe if you were friendly to the dirt, it would help you.
It's dirt.
I don't know if that's how it works, but
Don't do this to me. We're not doing this today. You piqued my interest, and you want to keep piquing my interest. You don't want me to get bored with you.
I mean, fair.
So, Celtra,
Mm-hmm.
while she is telling you how dumb you are and to stop wasting time, you hear this kind of grinding noise from the dirt. It's like type noise of like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dirt or rocks rubbing together. It almost sounds like patterns, like a language, but not one that anyone here speaks. I would bet money, but I mean, maybe.
It does actually sound like the dirt is talking.
Rock, boulder, rock, dirt, boulder, rock, dirt.
You hear scissors and you get smashed. I'm just kidding.
Anybody speak elemental?
I'm
Not sure how that would be spoken.
actually extremely curious.
I don't
Splish
detect a
splash.
mind.
No, I do not. I
Almost.
don't speak dirt.
Zazel, if you would please make an Arcana check.
Already?
Dirt.
Yeah, dirt.
Rock.
Definitely dirt.
Do you speak dirt?
Do you?
I do not, though I do have heard of a wizard that does.
Man, that's crazy. I've never heard of a wizard who speaks rock, dirt, rock, dirt.
10!
You don't recognize it as any kind of language, so
And my mind can't touch it, so...
he might be making this
What
up as a ploy to escape. You should kill him.
What kind of roll did you say?
Arcana.
How about the Archmage?
Funny number. 21.
Nice.
Yes. So you, through whatever the fuck experience that you want to give this, you lived in the Underdark. You've met some strange creatures.
I am 540 years old.
One creature that is from the Underdark is an elemental, and they are actually, I just forgot the word that I was using. They are indigenous to the Underdark, and they speak Terran, and you think this might be that language.
Ah, language of the rocks. Terran.
I'll go ask around.
You learn the languages of those who eat.
Hey, Razmi, do you speak rock?
Oh shit, does she?
It has no tangible mind.
She shakes her head. She does not speak. She looks at Recordon and then looks at you and just shakes her head no.
I don't either, nor do I have anything that will let me speak rock.
She sign languages, neither does she, and she's currently looking to see if she does. But it is unfortunate.
Let's see.
Alright, screw this. He's going to tap various the various scarred carvings on his skin. There's specifically one on his right arm, one underneath his mouth, and then he's going to cast tongues.
Oh. Digging in the high level spells, I see.
And let me read this off for you.
Okay.
This spell grants the creature you touch, which will be himself, the ability to understand any spoken language that it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
Wait, what's that last part? I'm sorry? So you...
Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear and understand what the target says.
Alright. So you hear simply, what is your goal?
And who is asking?
You see one of these dirt humanoids rise next to you, and then another one on the other side of you, and you say their mouths open, and their mouths don't really match the words coming out of it, but they say again, What is your goal?
To reconstruct this creature, I believe. He wants to automize the collection process.
They look at Celtra, but you hear the voice towards you. For what purpose?
He's gonna look right at Celtra. And why do you want to rebuild such a thing?
Wouldn't it be easier for you guys if you had a machine that doesn't get tired doing it instead of a bunch of people who you have to constantly yell at?
He'll just nod. Slaves that don't question.
Ooh. Slaves that don't question. Slaves that don't talk back.
That sounds rather nice.
Would you buy those? I
So,
want a few.
so what do you respond to him?
He'll look back. He wants to get rid of the pestilence of the chattering folk. Workers that don't stop, that just continue.
And only you understand them, right? Just to make sure I understand this.
Tongues is
Okay.
on the target alone, and his target was himself.
So it says back to you, that is not their purpose. Their purpose is to kill your kind.
My kind. Another anti-Drow creation.
It stops you. No. Anti-everybody.
Ooh.
Oh. Slaughtering machine. He'll look over at Celtra. Do you mean to tell me that we're recreating a slaughterhouse here?
Is that what this thing does?
Apparently. How devious.
I mean,
I want
it's not really
100 of
deceptive.
them.
It's not really deceptive. I didn't know it did that. I was just gonna make it move.
Sight check.
I didn't know that's what it did.
Someone roll it. I just want to roll something. It sounds like fun to roll an
We
insight check.
might want to go ahead and bury it back down.
Why'd they bring it here if they didn't want us to turn it back on?
Probably because
Well,
we
I
wanted
have-
to.
Arcordon, you hear them say to you, Be wachen.
Rock steady.
What does that mean?
Uh,
Be hotten?
Be wachen.
Be hocken?
Be wachen.
Be wacken?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm good at those. Just a check.
Away.
Straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
20.
All right. You think it might have something to do with a mix of the Terran language and Celestial? And if that's right, the word guard is in there somewhere.
I speak Celestial if that helps.
You can roll an intelligence check if you want, Paladin.
I'm not great at intelligence, because why? He's smart as a paladin.
You brought it up.
For a 20. Nope,
Oh.
just kidding, 16.
All right. That's not bad. Okay, so yeah, you are not sure about it. You're kind of like, that's a weird fucking word, but you know, if it was Celestial, some of it would be guard. So maybe you say that. Maybe you're just like, that's cool.
I say
So-
guard, but only loud enough because I'm standing by Ark here. So he would be the only one to hear me.
Guardians of some sort. Celtra, when you
Yeah.
plan on turning it back on, do you plan on leaving it as it was? Or giving it a new?
Depends on if I can turn it back on and if I can program it.
He'll look back at the elementals. And what were these the guardians of exactly?
Roll persuasion. I was trying to decide what to get you to roll because you're not exactly on their side, probably. But I don't know if you're on their side or not, so I'm just like, yeah, let's find out.
I am not proficient in this. That is a 6.
They just stare at you.
Ah, the silent treatment. Oh, so immature, if you would.
So are we getting this
Celtra,
thing up the stairs or not? What's up?
what languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Infernal.
All right. you will hear a cycle of words around your ear until it eventually lands on common. And it seems to be speaking right outside your ear, not in your head, but quiet enough so that others can't hear. And you hear it say, Celtra.
Huh?
And then you quietly hear, if you fix it and help me, I will send you home. Ooh, no, not home. I will send you back. He says,
Phrasing.
if you fix it and you help me, I will send you back to Laurel.
Deal.
Does he
Any
say that
idea?
out loud?
What, does Celtra say deal, or does the guy say...
So
Like, does Celtra say that out loud? Because Todd said that was in your head. Or
Yeah,
outside
Celtra-
your head.
I mean,
quietly.
So it was just really, really quiet. Anybody who wants to can make a perception check, but I really don't think anybody can get it, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh boy, here comes the bad rolls. 8.
You know, you don't hear anything, but you're looking at these sand people and talking to them, so it's, I don't know, just kind of hard to focus.
18.
You don't hear anything. You're listening to the sand people also. But he does say deal out loud. Celtra, how loudly? Are you trying to be quiet, or are you just like, deal?
He just kind of... He's not trying to be stealthy, but he doesn't, like, shout it out with excitement. He's like, deal.
Deal, motherfucker! Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all hear him say, deal. And then that's it. But the earth elemental just kind of sink back into the ground.
Well, I guess that plans out the wall.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, well, at least something interesting happened for the scant amount of time we had it. Well,
We're
that
not
was mildly
recreating.
entertaining.
We're not recreating death machines.
After
Oh, why not? Weapons of war are always fun.
Because they want to kill
If you
all of
can-
us.
If you can control it.
Yeah, but imagine if we could. Then that means we can have something to do on the weekends. We fire these bad boys up, we line everyone up, and we play a little game of war. That sounds fantastic.
Happened to Dead Man Bowling. Did you get bored of it already?
Yes, I did. There's so much. There's nothing out here, man. It's just sand. It's so much sand. At least let me look forward to something.
on cue,
How's your-
the sand parts where you're standing, all of you.
Oh my god, am I gonna get
Oh,
my
shit.
wish?
It just kind of divides, like the Red Sea, in case anybody's heard that story. And then the rock under you, other creatures come out of it. And they actually seem like copies of Zoe, the biggest one here. So
Ah.
there's like 2 rock versions of her, but just plain in every way. And they both walk up beside this construct and on either side grab it under the arms and start dragging it inside the castle.
I guess I'll get down.
What the?
What?
Hey,
You
what
just
are you
hear
doing?
this-
I mean, like you're good
Well-
looking, but
They've never done that before.
I agreed to help them fix it.
ooh, can you reprogram?
Yes. Would you know what that means?
I mean,
you
I'm just
did
saying the words
say
you
it
said.
earlier.
Yes,
saying
I can
what you
totally do
said.
that. That's why I was asking, because I said yes, fella. Would you know what reprogramming it means?
I'm just
For
repeating
me
the
to
words
say
you said.
yes.
I'm repeating the words you said.
I will note they said fix it, not reprogram it.
Okay, look. Either way, I'm smelling war on the weekends.
House every weekend.
Every weekend.
Anyway, I'm gonna go in there. Let's.
So they drag it, and it takes a little while because, as Zoe knows, it's pretty heavy. But they eventually like drag it into the throne room and just drop it, and there's dirt flies out and it makes an imprint. And then they just stand up, kind of at attention, and turn to look at Celtra and everybody else.
I need Razmi's help.
She like raises her hand and she's like,
Is she broken?
Does this worry you a bit, boss?
She like,
Does me.
What happened? Was she broken? Come on, speak up, lad.
she like looks at our
Remember,
cordon.
5 words.
You may speak. Few words.
She holds up her hand and like starts with a thumb, and she goes, "Thank you for letting me." Oh.
I thought she was supposed to be smart.
She points
well.
at Zoe.
Either way, I'm gonna need her help to fix this thing.
She's still alive. She's smart enough.
She does finger guns. Hey.
All right, then. Hop to it. I want war on the weekends.
This worries me quite a bit.
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
Actually, Zoe, what happened to your
How
royal
do we-
armaments collection? The seals that the surface dwellers wear that signify their breed.
I mean, I
How's
got
that
them.
going?
I got them. I can't really do much with them. Because, like, every time, I start to sort of build a rapport, sort of, get these guys sort of, doing something, somebody kills them. And then I just look at everyone except for Celtra in the room.
Did you make a game out of that, or was I crazy?
I wasn't making a game. It was more of a collection. And then when I had enough people, again, I was going to try to have war on the weekends. But, I just got to go through a whole cycle. It's just... you people are no fun.
By the way, just to cover my own assets, I am promised one living entity every 100 years. Part of my contract.
You have your pick, as usual.
So
I know I'm a long way away from it, but that's the killing reason.
Zoe and Visca can go around collecting people's armor. I don't want to call them
Hell
bullies,
yeah.
but I feel like persuasion of the violent kind would help.
I'll just bully them. It's fine. I'm bullying them. Give me
Persuasion of the if you don't, we'll crush your skulls, mate.
How did
God,
Qui-Gon
guys.
Jinn put it? Aggressive negotiations?
Yeah.
I've always loved that term.
Yeah. She's gonna walk up like the Terminator. I need your clothes and your boots now.
Give. I just to rip it.
And then so it's not everybody's favorite place to go, but as far as like food for thought, or metal items, the people that are hanging are untouched. So if you get desperate or don't want to fight anybody, you can always just go grab their stuff. But
I can get it because Visca can fly.
That's too far to walk.
Yeah, they ain't using it.
you ain't walking, you float.
I'm not wasting my
Oh,
teleportation spells for some scrap metal.
Tell you, it's gonna be worth it. Don't expect to have a hand in it if you're not gonna help. As I'm stripping another guy of his armor. Give.
Fine.
He's like, help!
Give me your armor, or I eat your brain.
Aha, yeah, see, he gets it. Oh, we're gonna have fun, guys, I promise.
Everybody's stripping around you.
Our Coronad is just holding like a fireball in his hand. I think they get the memo.
Give.
So you have people outside stripping, while what is Celtra doing with Razmi?
Such cartoonish villains.
He's going around the castle looking for anything he can use, or anything in the castle that will. Would Celtra know from either the introduction or what they have said so far, or something I have to roll, that the castle has always been here, or if it has always been here?
Ooh, I don't think anybody.
Nobody has said
it.
shit.
Yeah, nobody's mentioned
Yeah, I don't
it.
think we said anything.
Okay.
It's empty.
Would I
That's
be able to investigate? Can I investigate the castle for any information about these golems, since they both appear to have been here for a long time?
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Layla would also be in charge of watching over Celtra right now.
Fair enough.
Because she is smaller than the giant and the devil, so it's less likely for her to break
I hate
stuff.
everything. That's a natural one for a 9.
It'd be hysterical if you tried to grab something and you're just smacked.
Arcordon, is there anything about the golems in this castle?
Our Coronad would have, like, a lot of stone tablets that he's been creating just to write everything down on. The only thing about the golems he has written down is weird fucking golems don't do shit.
There you go.
Well, I am looking around the castle to make sure to see if there's anything else I could use to build an endoskeleton for this thing to move.
Nah, it's empty.
You guys don't have anything cool.
Yeah, I know, right? It's stupid.
Is there anything I could use to make a forge of some kind? I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need to shape metal, people.
Are you looking
It's
on your
like
own, or are you
dumping.
talking to them?
Talking to the people around me.
Dumping like all the stuff that we're collecting. What isn't good enough?
Well, what am I supposed to do? That's a sword.
Yeah, you smelted. Oh, I get you. All right. Well, you know, this castle's huge. I mean, it's gotta have a forge around here somewhere.
Why would
I think it's
have a
been
forge
mentioned
here?
that a forge hasn't been needed.
Hmm.
Not to mention the lack of materials to burn.
There's not a lot of
Maybe
trees.
that means we had a stone, right? Was this castle made out of?
Hard dirt.
Very
it's more
hard dirt.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's more dirt.
It's just dirt and dirt and dirt.
This place sucks. You sure we're not back in hell?
Hard to say.
Let's huh.
Yeah,
Thinking.
you got
What
this.
can we use to melt? To smelt?
Oh no, I used this last time, and Celtra's gonna pull out the rod of torture, the fire one. But I don't know if that's enough fire to melt all of this down.
Ooh.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Razmi says, "Ask the dirt again."
Hey, Mr. Dirt, do y'all have anything that you can use to make this a little easier on us? Melt this down so that I can reshape it into something that'll make that thing move.
It will. The two kind of creatures will come together and make a makeshift forge out of hard rock.
Oh, sweet, just like the hotel. All right, into the cauldron. Let's melt this bad boy down and get this going.
All right. So you worked with Karis before. You know how to. If you don't know how to smelt, but you have a good idea.
Celtra's proficient with smithing.
Yeah,
He's just not strong.
but it's still going to take a while. So you
I
start
know.
melting this stuff, and probably after about a week, you have the stuff from your bag of holding melted down to where you could shape it if you wanted to.
I would also assist by using create bonfire in the makeshift forge.
Oh, that'll come in handy. Yes, Razmi likes fire, so she will be more than happy to help heat things up.
In that time, use the tools that he has and the tools that he can make to make molds so that he can make gears and an endoskeleton, essentially. He's making one really big endoskeleton.
All right,
Measuring tape.
roll.
You do still have some leather, so you could easily make makeshift muscle pulley systems too.
True. So yeah, he's just gonna make while he's doing that, he's gonna make all the bits that he needs, take the measurements that he needs to take.
Sure. Roll a Tinker's check.
Right? Gotta go ahead and make sure I don't blow this by casting Enhance Ability on myself.
Well, no, it wouldn't work in this instance because it's going to be over time, and that doesn't last. Like, it's not a constant thing. It lasts like what, an hour?
And then I will go ahead and use my freaking thingy to give it a +7, or +4, so 27.
All right, so 27. So eventually, you do make a endoskeleton that looks like it would work with some gears.
Okay. Do I have the gears as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and then he's gonna take the copper wire and create the battery, create the energy system that he would need, the blood, as it were. But I need you guys to fill this with lightning.
I
fire
can do
giant.
that. He's just gonna take it. Place it for me. Where do you want it?
I guess. Just put it there. I don't have to touch it in order to put it inside.
And he's gonna take it outside, and he's gonna cast call lightning.
Alrighty. So after about a week, that
At 7th level.
Jesus. After about a week, you have a very strong battery.
Mighty. And Celtra's going to levitate and telekinesis this bitch, because I'm not touching a jar of electricity,
Why not? Could be fun.
into the core of the golem after he's outfitted it with the exoskeleton and the wires to make the bits and pieces run.
That's
And then he's
that's literally lightning in a jar.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
All right.
And he's going to use telekinesis to fit the apparatus he's made out of the copper wires and whatever metal's left inside of the jar and just close it back up.
So go ahead and roll another Arcana check, if you would, please.
Okay. +4, 16.
Okay. It eventually starts moving a little bit, but it stops, and you think that it'll be able to move for maybe a couple of hours, but then it'll need to be recharged over the course of a week. And this took probably about three weeks, maybe a month.
I mean, you'll get time out of it.
About how much time?
Couple hours. Then you'll need to recharge it.
So we just keep hitting it
For
with light.
a week. I think the soul jar would probably do better.
Can it run off of souls? We got plenty of those.
I have no idea. I don't do magic with souls. I make
His
machines.
at least works. Mine would require more research.
Would Mr. DM of mine
Hello, how are you today?
could I make an intelligence check to see if there is a better way to power this thing
Sure.
than, spamming lightning into a jar? Will that be an Arcana check by chance?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana check.
How does a 30 do it?
Not good. This is technology, and you're talking about magic. You have no idea.
Well, I mean, magical focus is an arcane power. It would be something he'd know.
Yeah, but you've never used magic in this way, so this is new territory. It's unfortunate, but it seems like Celtra is the only one who knows how to really build this at this time. You could torture him from knowledge, write it all down, and then kill him. Like, that's an option. But other than
I
that...
cast Disintegrate on Celtra.
Ooh, what level?
I'll go 10th level.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see, how much damage does that do?
Alright, so what do y'all want to do after this thing seems to be okay with moving for a couple of hours?
Is there anything I could roll to see how to make it work properly or better?
You've exhausted a lot of knowledge just with the tools that you have and the options of ingredients around you and scraps around you. This is, honestly, this is the best you can do. Unless you can talk a god into coming here and bringing it life. Which, Zeus, he made some. You remember that? That was fun. Mamari's not here this time, though.
We're not on speaking terms. I mean, I can flip him off and tell him to go fuck himself and then stand next to it and hope he misses.
It's an option, yeah. Call that a prepared action.
I killed your son. Anyway,
Ooh,
I don't know that.
Oh no.
damn.
I don't know that.
That's just mean.
I also didn't kill him. I just took his stuff. Let's see. What else can I do to try? Okay. I mean, it'll work for a while. You could probably get a couple hours out of it. Go gather a bunch of stuff. I'm literally forcing it to move.
Is it enough to play a game?
What kind of game?
Have you not been listening to me?
I've been busy.
I don't think he really cares for us.
Well, then, what good is it for, man?
So I'm just gonna lean his head back on the leg of the robot and kind of mutter to himself, all right, I can probably try and get this thing to move, but if you know a better way of doing it, Mr. Whispery Voice.
Well, it has been the most interesting week we've spent. I'm going back out to make sure everyone else stays busy.
I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna babysit.
You complain about it so.
Well, this time the baby's actually interested.
He speaks so much gibberish.
I mean, yeah, so do babies. But at least this one can make a machine move.
Celtra,
Mm-hmm.
roll a persuasion check.
No, I'm not good at these. 2. Yep, let's do. 19.
19. Alrighty then. So, you see the ground kind of open a little bit under this construct, and you see its insides light up a little bit, like a dark gray type color, like a shadow just forms inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it stands up, kind of pushing itself off the ground, and you see it hovers a little bit as it flies out the entrance of the castle. Would you like to follow?
I will follow.
Okay.
Where you going?
Well, holy
Oh,
shit. It flies now.
yeah, I'm following that thing.
So you see
How fast can the statue move?
if you
Or
had to...
the
Sorry?
I was gonna say, or the golem. It's not necessarily a statue.
30 feet.
Okay, I was just gonna ride on its shoulder.
It brushes you up. Get off my shoulder. So it flies out the castle door, and y'all follow it, and you see it goes up
Yep.
to the plateau where you arrived, Celtra.
Mm-hmm.
And you see somebody appear, and you see it just slams its fist down and kills them, and then just stands there, seemingly waiting for the next person.
Statue? Question mark.
It doesn't seem to respond.
It smashed the thing
Insane.
that flew. It smashed the thing that flew at it, right?
No, it smashed the person who arrived here.
Ah,
You didn't really get a good look, but they looked humanoid of some kind.
How far away is it?
From the castle itself?
Yeah.
About a half mile.
Okay.
Shame. Damn shame. So what's it doing now?
It's just standing there.
does it look similar to the one we dug out?
It is the exact one you dug out.
Okay. So you say it's the exact same kind, or it is the one that we dug out?
It is the one you dug out and you fixed.
Okay.
It flew up there and is now standing, waiting for people to arrive.
What's it doing? Just standing there.
Waiting.
It's for what?
I don't know. How long you want to wait? You want to wait a couple of hours?
I am not patient enough for that.
All right.
Are we close enough to it that it would hit us if we were like the people that are arriving?
That's up to you.
Why don't you
will-
go look?
I mean, I could, but if I die, then you'll never get one.
He has a point.
You hear a bit
I
of
would
grinding next to you, and you see one of these dirt people form, and it says, in common, "Thank you." And you see the ground open up under you, and you see the liquid metal,
Oh shit.
and it points down, and it says, "Needs better solution."
In what regard? The metal, the components, or the energy source?
It stares at you for a second and it says, but it doesn't say anything. So it takes the form of a sphere and it starts spinning. And then you see it kind of shakes a little bit and starts falling apart until it just kind of seems to explode from within. And then it takes the form of a human again, or humanoid. And it just stands there and stares at you.
Needs more power.
Pointed down into the goo, and said it needs more juice.
Yeah, so our cordon can tell you that that's iron down there.
The goo iron.
Yeah, make a nature check. It is speaking in common, so our cordon, if you want to make a nature check also, you can do that.
Oh, I'm not good at these. 22.
That sounds pretty good. Our cordon, do you want to try?
15.
15. It's not bad. Okay. So with a 22, you can maybe guess that sphere represented a planet. And you've heard that the inside of a planet has a lot of iron, but there's actually another component in there that it is not producing.
Would I know what that component is?
With a 20, no, that's research that nobody's really done yet. That's just kind of rumors that you've heard. And, from people who are probably dead now.
I need iron and something else. Are there any jars?
Yeah. There can be a jar near you. They kind of just randomly pop up, so, yeah, sure.
Well, Celtra will put some of the iron in the jar.
Mm-hmm.
I do have this torture rod. It's already hot. What's the point of putting heat in there? Let's see.
After a little bit of thinking about it and sitting on it, you think it would take you a while to try to guesstimate. But with our Cordon's help, you think you could maybe guess what else it would need. So if you would both like to make another nature check, we're going to say this is a week later, giving us some thought and research. What are the rest of y'all doing?
10. But
what are the rest of y'all doing while they
That's
play
a
around
natural
with this?
20.
Nice.
For a 33.
Go ahead. What were you going to say? Stays.
Sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, so what is Layla, Visca, Zoe, and Zazel doing while they are...
My actual job. While they're fucking off, I'm making sure the jars get delivered so the end of the world doesn't occur.
That's fair and accurate.
I'm sticking with our Coridon. So I'm just following him around, basically.
Oh,
Visca is nearby, but she wanders off on occasion, like flies around. Because this is not exciting, so she'll like fuck off to go find something else to do briefly and then come back.
What do you want to
Make
do?
sure nobody's dead. What does she want to do?
Yeah, there's lots of people
Well, she goes-
around.
Torments people.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to throw rocks at the people hanging?
No, I can fly, so I would just like go pretend that I'm gonna help them down, and then I don't.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
They'll try to bargain with you.
Mhm.
I'll give you stuff.
Yeah.
You can shit on them like a bird that's flying over.
No, that's so weird.
And I've heard it before.
I can't believe you never thought about that. Like, what? That was one of my first...
I once played with a player that they were a winged race, and their favorite thing was to piss or crap on other players or people, and they're a very weird person.
Nice.
Ew.
What would it...
he's like that sometimes.
So, if they were to randomly yell out stuff to offer you to release them, is there any price that would, what's the word? Get her
Talk
attention?
you into it?
Maybe. If it's something exciting.
Yeah, they yell exciting shit all the time.
If someone does say they have something or that they'll give her something, occasionally she will release one, but she doesn't help them gently to the ground, she just fucking releases them and they fall.
Okay. One will offer to restore your skin.
I don't need that. I like being a weirdo.
It'll offer... I don't know. It can give you another arm. Another 2 arms.
Like their arm, or...
They can grow you another arm.
I'm gonna keep that person there because that's useful and I'll come back later.
Okay, fair enough. So, it seems like a young man. Like, real young. Probably like 18. But
Okay.
brown wavy hair. He's pretty.
That doesn't bother me.
Fair enough.
Or concern me.
So another week goes by, and you guys keep trying to figure it out. Our Cordon
Wait.
and Celtra, please roll nature checks.
I got a 10.
I got a 33 natural 20.
So, while you may not be an expert on how the core of the world works, you are able to kind of piece together through some experiments that would be nickel and iron working together to create some kind of like stable gravitational pull that could work at like the core of a sphere. Now, we may not specifically talk about a planet, but in this case we are. So, if you express this to Celtra and he expresses it to the ground, well, actually, you've been working with him pretty well. Do you want to try to express it to the dirt? As weird as that sounds.
Yes.
Please roll a persuasion check.
Oh no.
Don't worry, you're really good at these.
I am not.
The last time you did, I think y'all got breath weaponed, but it's fine.
I cast guidance.
18, but if I have guidance. How's a 22?
Not bad. The a sand person will kind of create itself there and tell you that it can only create one material at a time.
If we only need nickel, we could get the iron from here. If this is in fact iron.
Is it, in fact, iron?
Yes. But it's saying that
So
it can
we-
only create iron and not iron and nickel. And if it created iron and then nickel, the iron would be cooled off and hard by then.
So we can't take some of the iron into the jar and then have it create nickel and put that in the jar?
No. It wouldn't be able to do that. The whole place seems to act as one, as weird as that sounds. So if it changes to nickel, what's in the jar actually changes with it.
Oh, that's weird.
It's almost like this is a living place.
What was the stuff that I had melted down made out of?
Iron.
Okay.
Both of you guys make a nature check again to try to figure out if there is one material they could create.
No.
You got
That's
it.
an 8.
It's a 26.
It's fine. Alright. So, Celtra, you know what you know. Kind of thinking outside the box isn't really a strong suit. Our Cordon, sodium is actually the hottest metal that could actually create an electrical current. And it can spin it can rotate at the correct speed in a stable way.
So it's about to get some salty up in here.
Yes.
Produce sodium. Key component of salt.
I mean, if it could just do that, then why don't we do that?
Only one at a time, so do sodium instead. Iron helps none when it's alone.
Alright. So do y'all tell that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Make a jar, make some sodium.
Alright. So it does that, and you get the sodium. And it creates itself again. And then it touches you, Celtra. Like just on the head. It raises an arm in just a mechanical type way and puts its hand on your head. And then you find yourself in a very large, cavernous room. You cannot see the other side of it. It does look perfectly spherical. And in the center, it seems to be just a long axle that looks hundreds, if not thousands of feet thick. And it looks like it's made of just rock. And you see the iron is floating around and then just getting slammed against the wall. And then it takes its hand off your head and you are standing in front of everybody again. But it says, fix.
Fix the iron that's being slammed?
Fix core.
Let me see. So, the iron that was being slammed up against the wall, does it look like it was just like something was missing from it that needed to be added?
Yeah, it looked like what he was trying to do before wasn't working, and this is essentially what the sodium could do, but he may not really understand how to use it either. So our Cordon and Celtra together, or maybe just Celtra, as long as it's not nature apparently, could try to figure out a way to actually use the sodium to create a electrical current in the core of the sphere to help with the gravity.
Have probably enough copper wire to try that again.
Sure.
So I had like 1,000 feet of copper wire. Can use the sodium and some electricity and this wire to maybe create energy.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could try and use the sodium. Can I roll a... What roll would I have to roll for Celtra to try and figure out how this would work?
Hang on while I look it up. Next week.